your chest. I have to
You know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden, yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
was.
I see what's going on.
You
It
know what
ain't
I'm
my
saying?
headphones
Like,
talking to me.
yeah, cause me and JB always like just be, you know what I'm saying, chatting offline anyway
No,
about
I know
shit and
JB got
sex and
mad.
shit.
JB got mad respect for you. So I know from
Yeah, that's
his
what I'm
end
saying,
as
right?
well. He's just playing, and I know that you playing as well.
Exactly,
Just like when you and Lee went at it a long time ago. Y'all was just playing. You know what I'm saying? Because
exactly,
you play with motherfuckers. You like to play
right.
with motherfuckers. You like to push people's buttons to fuck them.
You see what I'm saying? And then look, and then like look, right? And the reason why I do certain people, bro, it'd be because they nice. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't
Yeah.
waste my time, bro. Like it take time to really put some shit together for a motherfucking shit and then do the video and you know what I'm saying? It's like to
Yeah.
really do that, you gotta care about your opponent to even want to do it. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
so that's why I was like, so that'd be like respect and Lee and all of them. It's like I
That
want
make
the
a lot of
challenge.
sense though. That make a lot of sense because if you feel like it's a motherfucker you ain't even interested in, I don't think you're gonna be,
You
you
ain't
know,
gonna do it. You
really,
get
yeah,
right.
you ain't gonna really
Well,
fight that person. Like, you know what I'm saying?
like I was saying earlier, how it'd be hard for me to just come at somebody and then be cool with them after that. But shit, me and Rodriguez, I came at Rodriguez, and then today I posted some shit he posted. I like Rodriguez. I like him personally. You know what I'm saying? So when I came at him, I wasn't really coming at him like "fuck you," da 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 da. But when cats be battling though, like on the page, like right now, you got Alex and what's his name, Jared. Man, those two, man, they need to just knock that shit off and just keep it in the bars. Because I think Alex really want to kick Jared's ass, like for real. He want to beat him down.
And see, that's what I'm saying. It be like, for what? You get what I'm saying? I'll be like, motherfuckers
Yeah.
be too into it. I swear to God, it ain't that serious. It's just like, I just want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even look at it. Like, I got so much other shit motherfuckers really doing out here and doing. It's like, when I jump in this, I swear to God, bro, like sometimes ask anybody to be around me. I be bored. And then all of a sudden I be like, well, fuck it. Let me just go cap and talk some shit and see who jump in. I swear to God, I do it for fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like,
Oh,
I
it
even tell them,
shows.
motherfucker, yeah. And I be like, just like that. Because I love the page, bro. And it's like if anybody look at all my drops from
Yeah.
the beginning, that's all it been about with me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just, you know what I mean? So I don't take the shit personal.
Oh, it
But I
definitely
did
shows
just
you
kill
love the
Sonny on
page.
the little freestyle before this shit, bro.
You said
I'm
I
finna
killed
get
Oh, what's
Sonny.
Sonny.
good, bro?
Man, Sunny
What's
dangerous,
good,
man.
boy?
Sunny dangerous.
This shit chilling.
Man,
What
look,
up,
I'm
Corn?
dangerous.
What up, Joe? What up, Joe?
What up, Quan?
Joe, you just snapped on that freestyle, boy.
See?
I
This
Rodriguez,
just
ain't
told,
it.
I just said I missed that shit.
bro, you
I
went
ain't did one in
crazy,
a minute.
bro.
They better quit playing with me like I
You
can't just jump
went
on here
crazy.
anytime I want to, bro. I'm trying to tell them.
He said anytime I want to.
Anytime I
Talk that
want to,
shit,
bro,
Joe.
I could be.
Talk
Hey,
that
I can
shit.
be on my work break, bro. You know how I do it. I'll be on my work break and just go outside in the whip.
Yeah.
Talk that shit.
But nah, shit. But it's
It
all
is
love.
though,
It's
man.
all
Check
fun.
it out though. We finna get into it. We got Phrum. He new in here. So Phrum, I just want you to kind of check out the layout. You know what I'm saying? If you're not familiar with this shit, man, at the bottom it's a mute button. And you know what I'm saying?
Cool.
We like to stay muted to
Facts.
keep a lot of the feedback, you know what I'm saying?
I
Down.
Which
got it.
one?
I
Also,
got
there's
it.
a button there to raise your hand if you got some shit to say. You know what I'm saying? Me and
Kind of
Corn
like
are, you know
this.
what I'm saying, watching. We will
Kind of
rate.
like
It's a button down there. Yeah, we will rate. We will see it.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick, I just got to say, anytime I make any noise, because I noticed that the screen switches when someone's talking. So when I make a noise, does the screen switch for everybody?
now. You on a laptop or you on your phone? From
I'm on my phone.
all right, because when you on a laptop, you could kind of tally it out and see everybody at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I can
It's
see.
hard to
I
do
see
that
right
on
now.
the
I see
phone.
you. I see Trip. I see. I'm sorry. I see Trip. I see Trey, and I see you because you talking. Then it just says three others right there in the corner.
Yeah. So that's part of the capability. I don't know if it's a setting in your phone where you can switch and kind of tile out everybody and add more tiles.
Let me see
Like
what happens when I press everyone.
you know what I'm
Trying
saying?
to figure out this shit so everybody stay on here too, man. Because whoever's talking while it's recording, like right now, is gonna be, you know what I'm saying?
Going to be
All
in
right.
the forefront when it's you.
Yeah.
All right, let me mute myself real quick.
All right. But real quick though, man, we here. You know what I'm saying? Spit your shit university.
15. Fuck
First,
you
go
talking
Trey
about.
Ball, aka Spit.
Yes, sir.
I'm here with my man, my co-host.
Corn. You know what it is?
Y'all know what it is. On this episode of the Homeroom, man, we're gonna be talking about the art and evolution of hip hop, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to get to where it started, to where it's at now, from our knowledge. You know what I'm saying? This is from our knowledge. Most of the shit you hear is gonna be opinionated. You know what I'm saying? Very opinionated and preference of, you know what I'm saying, what people like. But still in all of this is a part of hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? It's all informational, you know what I'm saying, knowledge for, you know, anybody that love this culture, want to be involved in this culture. Right now, I know y'all can't see everybody that's in here right now. We got in here from the university. We got from Elswhere is LS Dub in here. We got Trip.
What up?
We
What
got
up?
Fingers in here. We got Reese in the building. We got Quantina in here. So
Yes,
we're gonna go ahead and kick it off like that. So whoever wanna go first, man, you know, y'all could take off. First of all, let me just ask the question, man, and then we can go, you know what I'm saying, from person to person. I kick it off and then we could go to corn or whatever, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna kick it off with a question. Uh hip hop, just hip hop, man. What do y'all feel like the focus of hip hop is right now from where it started at? Let me just put it like that. You know what I'm saying? If y'all can kind of understand what I'm saying, just the focus of it right now, just the you know, the everything that's being put out in the front. You know what I'm saying? Not so much as underground or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And like the focus. A lot of the shit that's being highlighted now from when hip hop started.
all right, how you want to do it? Do you want to go around in the circle? You want me to call out names?
We can start with Fingers because he right there. He first in line. So we can
All
start with
right,
Fingers. Go ahead, bro. Unmute yourself if you hear us.
Fingers.
Unmute yourself, bro. Unmute yourself. All right, well, we're gonna move on, moving right along. We're gonna go ahead and go to Front. We're gonna come back to Fingers. From Elsewhere, go ahead, bro. You got the floor. Unmute yourself.
All right, check.
Okay.
Am I unmuted? Okay, check it. This is new
Okay.
from all this new technology right here. So the question again, because you already know I've been smoking. What'd you say?
Okay, the question is right now just the focus. You know what I'm saying? We're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
talking about we're gonna get into, you know, the start of it and all that. Just the focus right now. You know what I'm saying? What do you think the focus is? I'm guessing from what the masses want to hear, what we hear, and
Well,
you know what's being pushed.
really,
Basically.
there. I mean, it's really honestly there is no masses. You know what I'm saying? There's what the industry's pushing, and then there's super fans in all elements of hip hop. Hip hop, like Corn said last night when we was talking, hip hop, the umbrella, everything is under the umbrella of hip hop. So what the fans want, it depends what fans we're talking about. Are we talking about the young fans? We talking about the older fans? We're talking about people who believe what hip hop is in their bag. You're talking about what people say what hip hop is over there. I mean, there's hip hop, there's rap, then there's all these other genres of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
what the
then
young kids want, what the young
you
kids
just
want,
touched on you just touched on a point that I wanted to get into a little later, but we probably gonna touch on this with everybody. Like you
big
said,
one.
there's hip hop and then there's rap. You know what I'm saying? And with preference, you know, hip hop and then rap. Do you feel like one doesn't belong with the other, or you know what I'm saying? Like it should be
no,
a different genre, or
they all belong. Put it this way: hip hop is the genre. Hip hop slash rap is the genre. Now, a long time ago when it first came out, rap basically rhythm and poetry. You know what I'm saying? You just talking and you rhyming, you making up a rhyme and you talking to somebody. That's what they were saying back in the 70s. Hey, let me rap with you real quick. They just talking. You know what I'm saying? And then throughout later on a little bit in the 90s, then it started really getting defined because in hip hop in the 80s we knew it was hip hop and we called it hip hop, but then we just said we was rapping. We rapping. You know what I'm saying? In the 90s, that's when it was like,
right? So
okay,
hip hop was just rapping, like It was rapping, whether you said like just talking or it be over, you know what I'm saying, a beat or whatever. You know what I'm saying. Let me rap to you right quick. You know what I'm saying. I'm catching you. I'm following you. So with that, you saying we're rapping. It started out like as rap,
because
but
because
now
I mean,
hey, we got they
Dolomite
say,
was
they say
rapping.
it's hip hop and then there's rap. You got your different lanes, and I want to say it's more lanes in what we would call rap than like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You got your drill rap, you know what I'm saying? You got your gangster rap, you know what I'm saying? Whatever have you. But a lot of people would say that rappers, you know what I'm saying,
Oh no, there's also
are not
levels of
really
hip hop.
following with you know the makers of hip hop,
Now see,
right?
there are many levels of hip hop as well. You know what I'm saying? You got your surface hip hoppers, the ones who are more irritating for the fact that these are the ones who think that hip hop is about the backpack. The ones that think that hip hop is about the big words and saying the nerdiest shit possible and this and that. Hip hop is not about that. And that's where people got it fucked up. Hip hop ain't about, oh, I'm saying these big words and I'm being ultra positive. No, hip hop is about feeling the craft. Hip hop is about respecting where it came from, how you spit it, and letting it resonate off of you. You know what I'm saying? When somebody knows an MC has the floor, they fucking know it. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody knows when someone just rapping. Oh, this dude ain't taking it serious.
See,
This
man,
motherfucker. You know what I'm
look,
saying?
and this is where like it differ for me. You know what I'm saying? And culturally and what the music is for us. You know, man, it go back to all the way to 1925, man. There was this dude named Snakes. They called him Snake Hips, right? You know, he the forefather of what you call this breakdancing or whatever. This is all the way back in 1925. But let's talk about just a form of expression. And we talking about the shorties, we talking about everything. You know, and I'm gonna kind of wrap this up with a bow. Man, the reason why hip hop is everything is a direct reflection of the society that we live in, bro. It was hip hop is a different voice. You know what I'm saying? It's always been that.
Now hold on real quick.
Form,
Now are we trying to talk about hip hop?
hold on.
No, hold on.
Let
No,
me
hold on.
finish.
You want
Let me
to?
finish. Let me
I'm talking
finish.
about hip hop as
I just want to
music.
finish. I just want to
I'm
finish, bro.
no, hold
Like you
on
ain't
real
let me
quick.
finish my point.
Because you guys are
I
you're
got
trying to
you.
talk about, you're trying to say,
Let me finish my point. Let me just finish my point.
You
okay,
need
go
one
ahead.
at a time.
That's
You
it.
need
Go
one at
ahead.
a time.
Go ahead.
That's it.
Go ahead.
So we get to the point to where when we talking about music in any form of music, whether it's hip hop, R&B, whatever it is, it's people expressing how they feel. Done. And man, they respect the craft by manifesting it in music form on any way that they, on any level that it may be, right? On any level that may be. So, man, with that being said, if we really respecting the craft and respecting just the art of making music, the art of hip hop, then no matter how it come, you're gonna find an artistic nature in it, bro.
Steve,
What,
a
what are
lot
you
of
saying?
artists, a lot
What
of
are you
the
saying
newer
different from
artists,
me?
That's how that go.
What
but
are you
that's the
saying
thing.
different from me?
But
That's
no, hey,
that's how
that's
it
the
go.
But
hey,
what are
hey,
you
hey.
saying different from
Can you
me?
hear me? I don't even know if I'm
Okay,
muted or
let
what.
Reese go
I
right
hear you.
quick.
I hear
Let
you.
Reese
Hey,
talk.
hey, hey,
Reese
Corn,
didn't get a
hey,
chance.
Corn.
Let Reese go.
Hey,
Simple.
Corn, I agree with what you're saying, but I also feel a lot of the artists today don't respect the craft, and the reason I say that
Yeah,
is
who just
because I feel like the artists of today, they don't go back, they don't know about the people that set the
man.
platform for them. They don't know, they don't
I mean, man,
give
that's life, bro.
acknowledgement due.
Listen, that's life, bro.
So
Man,
how could
bro,
you respect
listen.
your mother and your
I'm gonna say
father
this.
if you walk in
I'm
their
gonna say
house,
this.
if you walk in the
Man,
house with just
that's
you two?
life. That's
Let
life,
Reese finish. Let
bro.
Reese finish.
You know what I'm saying?
And look,
That's life, bro. Like, man, you telling me that everybody go back for whatever they doing and like, yeah, let me go check the history of this. Let me go check the niggas not doing that. That ain't real life.
But they should.
That's made
yeah.
up.
No, no, no.
They
That
should,
is
but they
real
not.
life.
Hey,
That
Let
is
and,
me
real
step
life.
in here.
and
Let
let
me
me
step
chime
into
in and
That
say
don't
a
that
little
take
right
away
quick.
something.
from nobody art,
No,
bro.
let me
Go
step
ahead.
into that right quick because okay, Snug, I see you got your hand raised right quick. We gonna get some order about
Oh,
this
my
shit. Give
bad.
me a minute. Somebody need to move. We got feedback. Um, to the point where Reese was just saying that motherfuckers don't go back. Um, and like do their homework or whatever. So he's saying that they don't respect the craft. That's true. That is true. But in the same sense though, even some of these motherfuckers that don't do their homework, I still think they could still, you know what I'm saying, they still come out with some dope shit. I look at the kids today that play sports, you know what I'm saying? And you can damn near say the same thing about these shorties, like y'all don't even respect the craft. You don't go back, you don't do no history on basketball, football,
So
whatever it
look,
is.
I'm not trying to cut you off, Trey.
That
Go
don't
ahead.
mean that they don't have talent though. You
So look,
understand what I'm saying?
right, and I hear exactly what you're saying, and you can even equate that to the streets because now it's the way it is because they don't honor the people that came before them. So now
Facts.
it's just a
Yeah.
mess. It's the exact same way. So you don't have to go and kiss nobody ass, but you do have to understand and have a full understanding of what you're getting into because a lot of people are getting
I
into it
disagree.
just for a quick check, and
I
that's
disagree.
what I feel corrupts it. You get in there just for a
I
check,
disagree.
not
Hey,
realizing like, hey, this was started and
hey,
established for a
but peep
specific
though,
reason. Go
the
ahead,
whole
go ahead.
game.
Disagree with that.
And look though, to go back on like the original question what Trey Ball was saying, he was like like what you feel like is hip hop, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning and shit like that, and how it is now. I feel like right. I feel like from the beginning when motherfuckers was doing this shit, they was just rapping, trying to say who better, trying to like you know, it's about, you know, I'm the best MC, I'm the best. You know, if you go back and listen to all the old records, it was just about I'm who this and my DJ. It was about my DJ. You know what I'm saying? Talking about hyping they DJ up and me and my DJ coming to rock the show type shit. And then it's like
Hello?
it turned from that to then all of a sudden people start telling stories, like, you know, talking about just like what Corn say, what's going on in their life and their environment and shit that they seeing, and then, you know, you had some talking positive and stuff, but then it's like they don't, in the industry, they don't play the positive, they gonna play the negative, and that go to what you were saying now. I feel like it went from going from that to like now all they doing is highlight negative shit, like selling drugs, doing drugs, wet pussy, woo this, and it's like remember before they didn't even allow cursing on the radio. Now they cursing on the radio. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
But
That's the
see,
issue.
but see, what's
That
dope
has
Facts.
to
though?
do that
That's
What's
the
has a
real
dope
lot to do
though?
issue.
with evolution, though. You know what I'm saying? Like shit don't remain the same. Like even back then, like a lot of words
That's
was
not
taboo that
evolution.
motherfuckers
That's not
couldn't even
evolution.
say. You know what I'm saying?
And look,
Or
can y'all
wouldn't
see me?
say.
Now, what I
Hold
want to
on.
say is,
You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of shit that motherfuckers couldn't say or wouldn't say. You know what I'm saying? So for now, you know, we didn't, and we weren't exposed to a whole lot of shit that we are now today. You know what I'm saying? That these motherfuckers put in their rhymes. Your artists and shit back then, they weren't basically what am I trying to say? They weren't fiends or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They weren't doing the drugs or whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Go from.
So hold on,
Go
my
from.
bad. My bad, because I muted you right quick, Trip, because they had a feedback. But they weren't doing the drugs. Today, a lot of the kids, they are doing the drugs and they are seeing the drugs being, you know what I'm saying, sold and done by elders or whatever in their family. But that's a part of their you know what I'm saying? That's a part of their environment or whatever. Hip hop still is about, you know what I'm saying, your environment, your story. You know what I'm saying? So these kids that
Period.
grow up see a lot of this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the other shit to talk about. You know what I'm saying? They
Period.
really not conscious because they not, you know, reading books and doing all that. You know what I'm saying? So how could they be conscious and speak on that level? You know what I'm saying? Now, if we want to get into a party vibe or whatever, yeah, and when this shit first started, hip hop was about, you know, partying and all those aspects that you would think of, b-boying,
see,
graffiti,
that's what
MC,
motherfuckers, that's what motherfuckers
DJing.
got it
You know
fucked
what I'm
up.
saying? But
That's
when
where
you think
everyone's
about
got it fucked
when
up.
it first started, hold on, from when you think about this shit when it first started, before the MC even got the mic and to start rhyming and shit. The MC was just the motherfucker that kept the party hype. You understand what I'm saying? He was the motherfucking busy bee. Oh, I see my man Trip just came to the club. What's up? We see y'all Valley Entertainment. We know what y'all do. When y'all do it, we, you know what I'm saying, this and that and the other. Oh, my man, come on. Oh, we in the place to be. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even really rapping. That was your MC. You understand what I'm saying? Then the MC evolved to now motherfucker telling a story, writing the rhymes. You know what I'm saying? You come to your barber, the barber, dang, you know what I'm saying? Your uh African Bambadas and all that. The shit was still evolving then. You know what I'm saying? So at one point in time, you can't expect hip hop to stop evolving. You know what I'm saying? With these new generations and shit. Okay, they're gonna start talking about a little more shit. First, you had your I can't remember like your motherfuckers that used to talk about dark shit. You know what I'm saying? Just dark killing motherfuckers and type shit, type motherfucker like your
Brother
brother
Lynch
Lynch.
Hung.
Yeah. At the same time, we just said that shit from that's crazy, but like your brother Lynch Hung, them type of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even have the NWA type motherfuckers really talking about streets and you know what I'm saying, gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, then we had your next generation. Now these motherfuckers come in talking about Xannies and popping pills and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we went through the gang shit, we went through the conscious shit, the gang shit. Now it's popping pills and bitches and all that shit. Now you gotta wait and see what the next one is gonna be because we can't expect the shit to stop there. You know what I'm saying? We done had emo rap. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers was doing emo music for a minute, like the Kid Cudi's them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit was emo music. But like y'all was saying though, the shit all goes in together. So in my mind, I would figure if you are a part of hip hop or claim to be a lover of hip hop, I think you're supposed to. You got to have some type of respect for every lane. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion.
There hasn't been one thing said by anybody that I disagree with. So first of all, the energy from some can just go down a little because I would have
No, I
nothing.
mean, man, look, hold on. If it's
Nothing
energy,
negative. Hold on,
if
now
it's
I'm talking. I'm
energy,
talking now.
if
Hold
it's
on. Hold
energy,
on. I'm
if it's
talking
energy,
now.
no, you speaking
Hold
on
on
something
now.
else, bro.
No,
If it's
Hold
energy,
up.
bro, I'm gonna speak on that energy. Let's
No.
talk about that.
Just hold on.
I'm
Hold
speaking
on.
on that energy,
Hold
fam.
on.
Like I
Hold
ain't
on.
built like
Hold on.
that, bro.
First
Listen,
of all, you trying
I
to turn
am
up for
not
nothing.
built like that,
You
bro.
are turning
Listen,
up
on
for
no
nothing.
level.
Y'all
Hey,
crazy.
if
Nigga,
it's energy, I'm speaking on.
this is
That's
ridiculous.
100.
This is
Hey,
ridiculous. Hey,
I ain't
ain't
flogging
nobody.
nothing, never. People know me. I ain't no flogger. I'm not no battle. I'm not no internet fucking goddamn it typer. None of that.
I'm gonna mute both of y'all right quick. My bad. We gotta get some type of form about this shit. All right. Corn,
Hey,
you
it's
went.
getting
My
spicy.
man, Corn, you went. Just let him go and then you can go. You know what I'm saying? We got to hear him out though first so everybody can get an understanding because somebody else might have something that they want to say. You know what I'm saying? Just let him get it out. It's his turn. We got people here with their hands raised and we haven't even got to them yet. From Elswhere, you got a minute. Go ahead. You got 2 minutes, From. Go ahead. Unmute
All
yourself.
right. First off, I stopped talking to let you finish going what you was doing so that I can say there's no reason to feel like that right now. I don't disagree with nothing that nobody's saying. Not at all. I'm not the energy of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Corn versus From. Who typed that? Yo. So I don't disagree with nothing that nobody's saying. Throughout this evolution of hip hop, that's exactly what it is. It's an evolution. The evolution is not ever gonna motherfucking stop. My only problem is when throughout this evolution, the motherfuckers who refuse to look back, because there are many kids today who do respect hip hop, who do hold it down. I mean, shit. Raw Thesis son, hard, he's dope as motherfucking dope. You know he respects his craft. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how far back he's gone or this and that. Or you don't even have to go far back to respect it. Just respect the fact that what I'm doing is a form of entertainment. Now I'm talking about music. I'm not talking about breakdancing, graphing, all that other stuff, DJing. But actually, in a way, maybe I can. Because it's all about getting better. Knowing what I'm doing, I'm entertaining. I want to get better at what I'm doing. I believe in what I'm doing. I want people to believe in what I'm doing, what I'm saying. So what I'm talking about, whether if it's real or some bullshit, I want people to feel me. So I'm gonna constantly get better at myself and get better and get better. I want to be better than the next guy, and I want to be better than, and I want to get better.
Your crowd though, and that's another thing. You got to know who your crowd is though. You understand
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying?
You got to
And
know
then
who the people are that fuck with you. So you know what I'm saying? You can't feel no certain type of way because, and this is nobody in general. You can't feel no certain type of way because of the response this person is getting from the people or the love they get. You know what I'm saying?
But see, at the same time,
that's what them people like. You
at the
understand what
same
I'm saying?
time, there's a
Just as
pool.
everybody might feel that they are, it's just some
Hey,
people that
At
don't
the
like their
same
shit.
time, at the same time, from the bedrock, from what it is, just like rock and roll music or classical music and anything else, from the bedrock, there is a formula from the bedrock. You stray too far from that, then we can't call you that. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't.
I kind of hear you. So so what are we saying? Like, are we talking like as far as the MC or
As far
like
as the music, as far as rap music, the category of rap music. That's what I'm talking about. There is a
so
bedrock to it.
being category? Being put in the category as far as like you're a rapper or you're an
Because
MC.
from that bedrock, it doesn't matter what style, doesn't matter what you talk about, death shit, fucking all this other shit. You should be able to, as an MC, you should be able to look at every single style of kung fu and know who's dope and who's not. And I see Reese nodding because he knows that's the motherfucking truth. You should be able to know who's dope, and that's why I made Is Y'all Listening, because I know motherfuckers were sleeping on other people because that style ain't my style, so I'm not gonna listen to it. That style ain't my style, so I'm gonna listen to it. I put everybody on Is Y'all Listening. I don't give a fuck if you a trapper or if you say if you are dope, and I see the potential of your dope. I want everyone to know, hey, this motherfucking dope. You might not think so, but listen again. Is y'all motherfucking listening? I ain't the fucking enemy of hip hop. And I love you to death, Corin. You know you one of my favorites, dog. Come on. Man, I still got that Scarface beat waiting for you to fucking spit on,
no,
man.
hold on. Hey man, we gotta get
I'm
back to
going.
the fight. Y'all niggas talking real spicy on here. You know what I'm saying? They talking real
Shut up.
spicy.
Shut up, nigga. Shut up, Trip.
Y'all do it all the time to me. I don't give a fuck. Y'all do it all the time to
Nah,
me.
let
I
me
gotta
just say,
laugh at the shit. Hold on. Nah, I just fucking with
let
y'all
me
though.
say something
But
to just
no,
say, just
hold
to
on.
get an overall clarity of my thought process, and maybe y'all could get to know Corn a little bit better. You feel me? So with that being said, man, it's to the point to where my viewership is a little bit different. You feel me? Music or whatever art you do is a direct reflection of the state of the world and the life of whoever that artist is living, period. So above all the technical aspects and the history and the knowledge, and people want to argue points, and people feel entitled because they know so much. And man, I had an issue, and I'm gonna bring this up. Bro, I work with the inner city, bro. Like what I do is I work for a nonprofit. Man, I didn't interview thousands of people. I didn't done thousands, so I know people. You know what I'm saying? So when I view music, it's from a people standpoint. So I can't have an opinion on this artist's art. That ain't my thing. And man, I kind of feel some type of way when niggas do. That's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe, like man, I'm giving everything a chance. Even the weakest, who consider them the weakest, they cool too. You know what I'm saying? The problem with me is the energy niggas give. You know what I'm saying? People could pop it a certain way. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But man, the overall energy behind shit be fool as fuck to me, bro. That's why we even having a forum like this to talk about hip hop and talk about these things. But man, people give off a full energy, bro. And you know it's love. It's always love with me. But we can't even really comment because you can see behind the comments what people say. You know what I'm saying? And see what they really feeling about certain issues and certain people. You can see that in the comments, bro. You can see that in the people, how the people react, bro.
Hey, check this
Even me
out.
and Full Trip, we had a conversation about this before. This ain't the truth.
Yeah. Hey, check this out though. Hey,
Got 2 minutes, Trip. I want to get Trip the floor, man. He's been
I'm about to say, yeah, I don't even get a chance to talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to leave because y'all in the classroom. But but for real, hey, real shit. Hey, hip hop, I look at it like this though. Me personally, I don't care what the person rapping about as long as it's them. You know what I'm saying? Like if they being true to themselves, they can rap about whatever. If they just in school and they rapping about how they the coolest kid in the classroom, that shit is cold to me. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I see, you know what I'm saying, like that's how they live. You get what I mean? And it's like That's what I respect. You get what I mean? And it's like, so I don't look at like what's hip hop, what this, because who am I to just whatever? It's just everybody gonna have a fucking opinion about something. You get what I mean? Everybody. You get what I mean? And
Everybody
everybody
gonna have
entitled
their
to that.
opinion.
And so
Everybody gonna have their opinion.
and it's a lane for everything. And you know what I'm saying? It's a lane for everything because everybody not a trapper, everybody not a nerd, everybody not a fucking businessman, everybody not a it's a lane for everything. And so it's like everybody just find your lane, you get in and then go. And it's like I don't be worried about nothing else or nothing. I'm worried about me and my lane. And I feel like that's hip hop. And when you talk about what you doing, because like sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I go into a budge where I don't even feel like writing until after I'm doing some shit. Like I gotta get to doing some shit. Go out and meet a chick, go do some shit. You get what I'm saying? Go out and about, fucking kick it. I
You
gotta
gotta
do
have some
something
inspiration.
to feel
You
like
gotta
I
have
wanna.
something inspirational to write about. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's like so that's hip hop to me. It's like you writing about your life and you writing about how you trying to get it. You writing your life because words is powerful too. You get what I mean? And then so back to what Corn was saying about the energy. I be like, this the thing I don't be liking in the group. You get what I'm saying? Like that's like me and JB going back and forth with the shit and we having fun with it. We know it's a game, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like, you'll notice how like some people in JB comments, they never liked his post before. They never, looked at
Big
none of his
facts.
shit. But like now they
Big
all on his
facts.
shit, leaving comments, leaving this, hyping this shit up because it's going against me. And that be showing me who don't like me or who, feel some type of way about me. And that's what Quan talking about. And I feel like that's what I be feeling, but I don't care. Cause I be like, what they gonna do about it? And if they want to do something about it, do something about it. So it's just all fun with me. But I be like, that's how I be looking. I be like, y'all niggas don't even be on this nigga shit, but not y'all all hyping this nigga shit up because he going at me because y'all feel some type of way about me or whatever. And it be everybody who I battle to win against, shit like that. But I'm like, but it's all hip hop.
Right.
Big
Fingers,
facts,
fingers,
bro.
go ahead.
Big facts, bro. Big facts. On the real, it's to the point to where, you know what I'm saying, it's a direct reflection of that image. So, man, how do I accept an opinion knowing that energy that way? And that's our role. I don't care about responding to niggas and battling niggas and who coming up with the best verse. Joe, there ain't never been corn since I've been doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? But, as a man, the man in me, the man corn, bro, I can't respect it. You know what I'm saying? And to get to the point to where sometimes you just want to voice that. Be like, nah, I can't. Nah, I don't think that's just what it is for me.
Hold on,
You
bro.
know what I'm
Hold on,
saying?
bro. I got fingers next. Fingers, you got 2 minutes, bro. Go ahead.
Salute to everybody in the group. What's good?
What's the word?
Hey,
Salute.
just in a nutshell, man. I think everybody right in their own way. Uh,
Exactly.
how can they not be? You know what I'm saying? How can they not be? It's each and everybody opinion on how they feel. You can't knock that. I think though, just piggybacking on what y'all was talking about in the beginning, the start of hip hop and what is it? You know what I'm saying? I think there's a big difference between hip hop and rap. Rap is a different thing from hip hop. I think hip hop was when it was made, your niggas was rapping. When they threw the hip hop on it, it was they was expecting certain niggas to be like this. Even if you was trapping or whatever, they knew whatever side of the or walk of life you was coming from. If you was spitting hip hop, that's what we can all relate because they knew how they was finna get it. Even if your style was different, it was more punchy, it was more bars, it was more storytelling, it was more this. And I think what Corn, you hit it on the head when you said in the beginning, when you first said about basically what you were saying, like the times. It's the times. Each person gonna write based on what the fuck they going through at that particular time. But the thing is, motherfuckers in the hip hop world was saying hip hop was dead at some point in time. Remember when niggas used to make album names and say that shit
Mm-hmm.
all the time, hip
True.
hop is dead. Now
Yeah, your
think
boy
about that.
Nas had an album called Hip Hop Is
Yeah,
Dead.
so think about that. That's a big statement because you got to think about it, bro. These is niggas who been in that world, that hip hop world, telling you they feel like hip hop is dead, and you got to ask yourself why they feeling like that because rap is the wave now. Even though niggas is coming and spitting their own personal experiences and their own personal life experiences and doing all of that, hip hop is dead, bro. To me, in my opinion, that shit is dead. It's dead, and we know it's dead because even when you can point out niggas who still rap hip hop. You can name them motherfuckers on your hand. You know what I'm saying? You can name them motherfuckers on
Give me a
your
couple
hand.
people. Give me a couple people.
Yeah, I was just about to say I got a question for Fingers. Like what's hip
Hold on.
hop to you, bro?
What's
Would you
hip?
think a person like, well, okay, we're gonna name a couple people. Is J.
Yeah.
Cole or hip hop head or is he
Hip
a
hop.
rapper?
That's a hip hop head. He a
Lamar,
hip hop
he a
head
hip hop
because
head
he a
or is
hip
he a
hop
rapper?
head because he look up to hip hop heads. That's all he know.
Kendrick Lamar, is he hip hop or a
He a
rapper?
hip hop head. That's all he know. That's all he know. He
G
don't know no
Herbo,
drill.
G Herbo hip hop or a
G
rapper?
Herbo is a rapper. He's not a hip hop head. Ain't nothing about G Herbo hip hop.
Dirk, hip hop or a rapper?
You say
Or
who?
Young Thug, hip
He's a
hop or a
rapper.
rapper?
Ain't nothing about Young Thug. None of them niggas hip hop, bro. I'm keeping it
So
a buck with you.
you would say that there's more rappers than hip hop artists right now?
Absolutely. Listen. Think about it like this. Don't even think about it like that. Think about it in the sense of the times. When hip hop came out, think of the times we was living in, the times they was living in when hip hop
Right.
was coming out. Now think about the times when think put it like this. When we was coming up, Trey Ball, Corn, when all us was coming up, look what we was going through. Motherfuckers was trapping out here, fiends on the block, but we knew what we was getting. We knew what we was getting. We knew it was gonna be a dirty money, clean money, a fiend, no fiend, or whatever.
Right.
Now the new generation dealing with a transgender. The gay community ain't no longer hiding in the crowd, in the
Mm-hmm.
background. These motherfuckers is actually out, and they body them on motherfuckers is straight niggas. You know what I'm saying? So the whole every dynamic is changed. And listen, it don't stop here. As the time progresses, 10 years from now, we gonna be still looking like, what the fuck is this shit? Where did hip hop go? But you still gonna have niggas who are hip hop that's like, man, I still want to be in this shit. This is what
Right.
hip hop really truly sound, because what they doing are trying to keep the relevant. They trying to keep the relevance. They trying to keep the shit that we know. But I'm gonna end it with this. We gotta understand, and it's just the facts. As time progresses and we get older, as the world changed, the life outside these doors changed. We in a pandemic right now. Think 10 years from now how the land be, how rules be, laws be, all that. Transgenders, gay motherfuckers, school systems, how shit different. You see motherfuckers publicly doing all type of wild shit.
Right.
So think about that. So imagine music. Do you think music is gonna be the hip hop we know and we came from? Them boys that's rapping in them booths is gonna be transgender, man. They gonna be fucked up, or they gonna be
I mean,
doped up.
it's already kind of like show. Not to say that the man is transgender, but you got males
Right. The point ain't transgender.
like
The point I'm
comfortably
making is
wearing
that this.
dresses and shit, you know what I'm saying, in hip hop, you know what I'm saying, or rap or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But you know what I'm saying, under the umbrella. Because I feel like I feel like rappers, I understand exactly what you said. Like hip hop, you feel like hip hop is dead, and I would say that too because we don't have. You know what I'm saying? So much as the graffiti no more. You know what I'm saying?
It's
It is
dead,
no
bro.
more.
All that
It
shit
ain't
dead.
like
Now that don't
DJs like
mean
that no more. It definitely ain't no crews. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got a motherfucking DJ. You know what I'm saying? Whether it been like Corn, whether it been like Last Block or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or 100 Grand or, you know what I'm saying, the player, whatever. We ain't got no DJ that's going, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got no motherfucker that's tagging our shit everywhere. We ain't got no motherfucker that's turning flips and doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I can understand it, but I still feel like rap is under the umbrella of it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Agreed.
a branch of, you know what I'm saying, hip hop, like we got branches in gangs, vice lords, you got this vice lord, that kind of vice lord, that kind of, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like rap is just like another branch of hip hop, but within this branch, you also got other branches. Like you got, like I was saying earlier, you got your drill music, you know what I'm saying? You got your gangster shit, you got your,
that shit is not hip hop, bro. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. Hey, I think y'all niggas
same
know when y'all.
umbrella,
Hey, when that drill word, hey, when that drill word roll off you niggas' tongue, that hip
huh?
hop don't even hit you niggas' heads. That's how you know it ain't got nothing to do with hip hop. When you hear the word drill or when that came to your mind, hip hop don't even come to your head, man. And the
Well,
fact that
so they can't associate with one with
yeah,
the
they
other.
because they hip hoppers
Real
really
rap.
don't associate they shit with the drill. That should let you know it's a
Hey,
different thing. Hip hoppers don't want to be associated with drill. It's the fact that you got to understand that as the game evolves, as we get older, so goes hip hop, bro. It was great while it lasted. It was,
So
hey,
it's just
but
so,
the,
hey,
so
the
hey,
it's
but
safe
but
look,
to
but
say,
check this out, right?
now listen, but hey, let me end it with
this
this
is
though.
whole
That
genre of
don't mean
music.
that don't
Safe to
mean,
say,
bro,
right?
that niggas can't make good music, ain't good artists, and they ain't good what they do. Let's not get it
Exactly.
twisted. See, people get
Exactly.
hurt. They get their
But
feelings hurt because I'm just talking about the relation to hip hop. But what I'm saying, that don't take away from none of the niggas we named, G Herbo and none of them niggas.
right,
Them
right,
niggas hot.
exactly.
I listen to all them niggas you said. But we not
Right.
talking about if the niggas is hot or not. We not talking about
But,
if these
but, but
niggas
what
nice.
you're
What we
saying
talking
is
about is
Yeah,
these niggas hip hop. These
hey,
niggas is
right. What
not,
you're
bro.
saying
These
is they
niggas
need
ain't
to
hip
be
hop, bro.
genre, like it just need to be real. Period.
hey, hey, this what I'm saying though. Hey, this what I'm saying though. Hey, peep this, right? Somebody got an echo real quick.
Hey, that's me.
Hey, peep this though, right? The game changed, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's so free about it right now. Right now, the shit is so fucking open. Before, it used to be the only thing that got played was shit on the radio. And they controlled the shit that got played on the radio. And so the only way you could get your shit heard was on the radio or TV. First it was radio, then TV came and shit like that, right? Now this streaming shit done changed everything. So it's like it's everything out. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody independent, like anybody in here can put out music to the world. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like that before. So right now the game is on infinity. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. Everybody can get their money and like you just gotta just create a wave and get your own fan base.
It
Don't
did not
worry
used to
about
be
other
like that.
people.
Fact.
Right. And it didn't used to be like that. Before, you used to have to be out here on the street selling CDs and really get your shit printed up and go do shows and do stuff. Now you can just go live, do some shit in the studio, go live, post your link, tell people go buy your shit and get paid. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like that before. And you know who started that shit? Soulja Boy. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. All this shit started with ringtones, bro. That's when the game changed. When ringtones came out, and everybody was like, Soulja Boy sold all them fucking ringtones on the phone, and everybody was like, damn, they playing his song on the fucking phone. And then next thing you know, everybody got ringtones with different
Big
artists.
Soulja
Next thing you
started
know,
a lot of
everything
shit.
turned to
Big
streaming.
Soulja started a lot of shit though. Big Soulja started these
I'm trying to
motherfuckers.
tell you,
Really,
man. That's why he be bragging about that shit.
You know what
That's
I'm
why
saying?
he be.
Yo, can I say something?
But
Yeah,
let
go
me
ahead.
hold on one
I
second.
just want to say something.
That's my bad. I did have Sonny, and then I had you Snug going in order. If y'all want to keep, you know what I'm saying, try to keep some order about this shit. And then I seen Reese had his hand up too. So Sonny, come on, what you got to say, man?
No, I was just saying salute to the group, Joe. Shout out to
Salute, bro.
everybody. On the hip hop side, like I was just listening to the guys saying how, who is hip hop and who is not hip hop. And I just have to disagree slightly because when it comes down to hip hop, I look at it like how niggas look at God. Like,
What is it that you disagree with? I want to be
niggas
clear.
had,
I'm sorry.
yeah, I look
What
at
is
it
it
like
that
how
you
niggas
disagree
look at
with?
what?
I say, what is it that you disagree with? I just want to be clear. What we, you know
with
what I'm saying?
with the idea that, let's say, Young Thug or one of them niggas ain't hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could they not be hip hop when they are product
100% agree.
of it? Like, it's like to say, like,
Facts.
you feel me? Like, they are product of the game. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yes,
just
sir.
like how niggas look at God. Like, if I'm a atheist who don't believe in God, in order to not believe in God, I gotta believe in God. So then it's like, even on the flip side to that, it's like, then you got every denomination, they have to title God something. So hip hop is God, but that don't make everybody up under it less than it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's us. Like, everybody is we telling our story. This is who he is. Like, okay, I'm Young Thug.
That's what I was saying.
I agree.
That's not hip
I
hop. You know what I'm saying?
100%
hey, I
agree
agree
with
with
that.
him 100,
Yeah.
110%.
We gotta
Yeah.
put. We gotta start. I think we get entitled. I think that hip hop word makes people start getting entitled. Now, just to be on the flip side,
Facts.
because I like to play devil's advocate. Just to be on the flip side, because I like to play devil's advocate. Even hip hop right now, it can't be dead. It's just like the Illuminati. All they did was made it secret. So hip hop ain't there. You can listen to the current interviews with, let's say, Swiss Beats, or when he thinking about the concept of verses. Like, if you checked out the interview with him and Steve Stout, check that interview out. It's a highly recommended interview. I think it was dope. It's a lot of valuable information in it. But him and Steve Stout went and talked about it. The hip hop, what we looking for, what we thrive for, that old school feel. It's being hidden. We gotta go get that shit. We gotta go uncover that shit because
Like
it's
a
so
treasure now. That shit like a treasure.
Yep.
Money you gotta go.
yeah. That's
You
the
said
trip
dig
point.
that
That's
shit,
the
huh?
trip point. Like Trip
I'm
was
saying.
saying, it's a whole plethora of everybody out here. So it's so watered down that it's hard to identify who hip hop and who not. So then people get these categories and they start slotting themselves. But in all actuality, that's where the division come from. That's why.
So you don't think it should be. You don't think they should be put in other genres? Then you still think it should be one genre is hip hop?
Yeah,
So we
It's
got
all
because
hip hop, bro.
again,
some people that say
I'm looking
split
at this
that
like
shit
this.
up, and we got some that say keep it together. What side you on?
Look at it from a spiritual level.
Mm-hmm.
This hip hop shit is bigger than just who everybody is as an individual. This shit commands the world.
Facts.
Like the whole economy is
That's
based
what
on
I'm saying.
hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So it's bigger than what we talking about. That's why I say like it go back to that age old saying that this shit is 10% talent, 90% business. Everything is based on us. This is our life story being peeled out and made niggas making money off of our lives. You know what I'm saying? On the day,
bro, that's that level, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Everybody.
That's what I'm talking about.
You can't break
it. Yeah, that's the level I'm talking about because it's a bigger picture to this. You know what I'm saying? Everything under the umbrella of hip hop, everything is all hip hop. Even when you look at the awards, when people get an award, they ain't got no rap, best rapper and best hip hop rapper. It's all hip hop. Even from the masses. Hold on. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? I can't fault the machine for pushing forth, you know, imagery that says, hey, you know, man, pop pills, do drugs, and they willing to put this in our face, and everything you see is that. That's a different topic. That's a different discussion why you see it so much. And I don't feel like a lot of people ain't privy to.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Corn, but that was the variable in the other conversation. That's the element that we gotta take, that we can't negate.
That we can't neglect.
That's the element that's affecting us.
That's my point.
Identify hip hop because we got the oppressor coming in there saying, "No, we need to make them think this is hip hop. We need to make them think this is hip hop." And so now we looking at. I
don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, and that's a problem.
Creating that division. Creating that division.
Hip hop with crack. We like, oh, our niggas is doing emo music. Our niggas is doing Molly music as evolution of hip hop, but it's not an evolution. That's an interception. Like that's a motherfucker coming in and fucking us up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that hip hop is supposed to evolve into.
I think y'all bullshit, man. I think y'all bullshit.
Let us get Snug. Let Snug get it.
Y'all bullshit, man.
No, man, that's
everybody. I'm trying to understand everybody. Snug, go ahead. You got 2 minutes, bro.
Yeah, like with this whole hip hop rap thing, because like when I was listening to Fingers talking and shit, you know what I'm saying, it was making sense. But you know what I mean, then it started like from when he named every rapper that's hip hop and every rapper that's a rapper. You know what I mean? It seemed like every rapper that he named as hip hop is a lyricist. And every rapper that he named, it is not necessarily a lyricist, is a rapper. So it seemed as are you equating hip hop with lyricism? Because if that's not the case, hip hop wouldn't die. And I feel hip hop is like a big ass freeway. And in lane and rap is just what we do on the freeway. Everybody got their own lane of what they fuck they doing when it come to rap. Now,
talk your shit.
You know what I'm saying? But with the facts of people, you know what I'm saying, being like when it get older or music 10 years from now, people be transgender or gay, smoking niggas, biting niggas, which is happening right now. It's still hip hop. You know what I mean? It's still what that is. It still embodies that. Hip hop is the culture for me. It's not necessarily what we're doing because we rap and we spit bars. And some people are lyricists that are better rhymers than rappers. You know what I'm saying? That's why you separate the two.
And that's what I want to say too. And that's what I want to say too. To chime in with Fingers was talking about.
A lot of this shit. Let's just there's one question. I might simplify a lot of this shit, and I'm gonna let Reed start off with it because he done had his hand up for a minute. So we saying that this is culture, that is culture. The hip hop is the culture.
Yeah, and you know what? I agree with it. Hey, and look, I agree with what Fingers was saying. Can you hear me?
What is that? What does it consist of?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, no, hey, I was agreeing with Fingers until he started listing all the names and saying like who wasn't hip hop and who was. And damn, I got a call that came in. All right,
Hey,
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
I wasn't
Hey,
listening.
I'm
I
back.
hey,
wasn't listening to names, man.
hey,
The
look.
names was being listed to me. I
So
was
anyway,
listening.
but nah, but hey, to your point, and I agree with Snug. I feel like everybody. I feel like all of my hip hop. I feel like everything else is just a branch of that tree. So everything, regardless of who it is. Now there's different types of branches, and there's different branches. You have your G Herbo and your Chief Keefs. They're just a different branch of hip hop, or a different branch of rap, which is the part of hip hop, which is the bigger tree. This
Right.
shit is
Okay. I
boring,
kind of
boy.
understand that. I understand that.
I agree. I agree 100%, yo. You
Hey,
on mute?
hey, hey,
You on
hey,
mute?
but look, right?
You on mute?
Hey, I just
Hold on,
want to
wait, wait,
say
wait,
this
hold on,
real
wait, wait,
quick. I
wait,
want to say
hold on,
this.
Hold on. Let him finish his point. Let him
hold on,
finish his
wait, wait,
point.
wait. Let me finish. I had calls come in and shit blowing the fuck out of me. Anyway, look, what I think it boiled down to is what you like. So all of it is hip hop, regardless of if it's drill, if it's trap, all of that shit is hip hop. Okay, it's not about like having that separation because I agree with Corn and Sonny when they said that separation because it doesn't do nothing but separate us even more. And we sit down and have debates like this. What it boils down to is what do you like and what can you relate to? For example, people have debates on who's the greatest rapper. There's no such thing because it's a preference thing. And the reason it's a preference thing is because what do you relate to more? You know, you have your debates on Jay-Z and Lil Wayne and Eminem. It's what do you prefer? So I feel like
Right.
everybody, I feel like
Right.
all of my hip hop at the
100%
end of
agree.
the day. Hey, I feel like all of it is hip hop at the end of the day. And these like different genres in rap, these different divisions and catalogs in rap is what
Mhm.
separate us even more. It's
I
what do
get it.
you like? All right, go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead, Trip.
hey, but peep this though, right? It's just like what Sonny was saying with the devil's advocate. Like I peep what people be saying, like this, like what Fingers was saying. Like it's like if you ain't, he feel like certain people feel like this, whether it's right or wrong, whatever. Certain people feel like if you're not talking about nothing positive or talking about something, and you know what I'm saying, really talking about something, that's hip hop. But if you just, you know what I'm saying, if you talking about killing and doing other stuff, that's rapping. Like that's how people look at it. But it shouldn't be like that. All of it is just like you say,
It's hip
everybody
hop.
life and what they talking about. I feel like it's all hip hop. It's just everybody got their own story, or you know what I'm saying. But I feel like some people just be all right. The difference is some shit just be rapping because some people just be rhyming words, but you ain't talking about none. So it's still hip hop, but it's rapping.
Exactly.
You
And I
get
was
what
gonna say
I'm
the
saying?
same. Yeah, it's still hip
Like
hop.
motherfuckers just
It's
rhyming
Yeah.
shit.
still hip hop.
I'm just
But I
humping.
think I
I'm
think
not.
we
You know what I'm
missing the
saying?
point. Is we talking what is hip hop to me or what is hip hop? You know what I'm saying? That's the fucking question.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't my thing is this, bro. What all my niggas are stating is the obvious. That's obvious. We all know everybody got their preference, and you know, this you could call it a different branch. You could call it that shit. We know that. But the thing is, when you think of hip hop originally, the way it was presented when it came out, the name was hip to the hop, bro. What we saying our niggas is doing is
Mhm.
not hip to the hop music. That ain't
Right.
what it is.
Right. It's
It's
not the Bob and the
listen.
Bob.
You know what I'm saying? You could call it another branch or whatever you want to call it. We ain't understand. That's a discredit. What it really is, they created a whole nother lane. They like we made hip hop, they made drill, they made some other shit. They
Right.
made their own whole universe. Now we trying to put them in with niggas who do hip hop, and yeah, lyricism got a big part to play with it. That don't mean I'm saying that these niggas ain't lyrical. You hear what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, in the way that hip hop was presented, it was hip to the hop music. That's what Jay-Z from, hip to the hop music, who out the band. Not to say that ain't where the young boys is from. But what they went and did with it is created their own different, just like our generation is different from them. From, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody as old as I am, but for the young boy, just as well as our generation different from their generation. It's the same way with the music, bro. And in that generation, it was the hip hop that started this shit off, and they took that, bro, and made a whole motherfucking different thing, bro. That's what
But you
happened. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
validate
I
you
Check it
feel.
out.
validate
Check
the
it
hip
out.
hop though.
Check it
I
out.
feel
Go
that.
Let's
ahead.
say this. Hip hop. Let's just do some history. Hip hop. At first, it was a DJ thing, like you were saying, Trey. Let's go back to the 60s. It was a
Right,
DJ.
right.
This is where the name come from.
Started with the
Hip
DJ
hop.
and the
Because
MC
to get the party started.
and the
When
dance.
we became rappers, this is back in like This from like the 60s all the way to the 80s. When the 80s came, it became rap because it shifted the focus from being DJing and hyping the party to actual people rapping and saying the words, to MCing. MCing is rapping. Simple. You know what I'm saying? Go check the dictionary, go check Britannica, whatever you need to check. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, like you said, something that's important to me. It's how hip hop resonate in you as a person. Can't nobody tell me, ain't no hip hop police that's gonna be like, yo, this is hip hop and this is what it should be based. Nah, bro, it ain't none of that. It ain't no police.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm with you on that. I feel you on that. You know, like I say, that shit right there, obvious. You know what I mean, bro. I'm talking
No. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you 100%. But how do you, let's talk about upbringing, right? Upbringing. You a kid from the city that got lack of educational resources. You a kid from the city that got a lack of economical resources. You a kid from the city that never had nobody that told you no smart shit. I never told you that this is your life since you grown. You've been popping pills since 12, 13. You've been blowing. Bro, that's all you know. The one thing that probably saved you is listening to some music or some hip hop, as people call it, and you definitely saying exactly what you feeling, which is the real art form, which is the real true art form, bro, of why we all do this in this group, right? So how do I say, yo, you ain't this, or you ain't that, or I don't like this, or I don't like that?
You don't tell a nigga that. You wouldn't tell a nigga that. I wouldn't go up to none of them niggas and tell them niggas in a conversation, hey, you ain't hip hop. This ain't that. The thing is, what I'm saying is, you shouldn't want to be. I mean, we came from hip hop, but they originators now. How you can't look at them and see that them niggas is totally different from that shit we came up on. Even though them little niggas came up on it. You know what I'm saying? Even though them little niggas came up on it. What they did was watch niggas like you, watch niggas like me, came up to that because they forced to live in a different generation than we live. They was forced to make different type of music, even though they had corn and fingers in their head, bro. I know exactly what happened, bro.
Even back
they had us in their head.
We talk about Wu-Tang. Let's talk about Wu-Tang. Let's talk about Wu-Tang.
Totally different. Totally different, bro. Totally different from what's happening now. That shit was hip to the hot. Yeah, it was crazy, but it was still hip to the hot. It was more, even the beats, even the tracks, everything was to the everything was 1, 2, 1. You know how it was. Hip to the hot. This shit here, even to the beats, bro, is a whole different thing from that, bro. You know it is.
I don't know.
But look, when it comes to that,
they created.
Hold on real quick. Hey, let me tell you something real quick. Hold on. First of all, I want to say that I'm with when everyone says it's all under the same umbrella. I'm muting. It's all hip hop. My thing is, and I want everyone to know, there will be some people who watch this who will be going, man, why is the Grizzly guy there? This and that. But here's the thing about me. I want you to understand about me. I recognize everybody in this box is an MC. That's what I can do. I recognize every single person here is a motherfucking spitter. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see. Everyone in this box is an MC. So
I hear you.
It's all hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I don't care where the fuck you was raised. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even want to talk about my motherfucking past. Fuck that shit. I'm glad where I'm motherfucking at now. But you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what you know. It doesn't matter what you smoke, drink, what you think. I don't give a fuck. And any one of y'all who hate Brother Lynch Young, he's a motherfucking shit. Even though he talks about deep frying baby nuts and guts. I don't give a fuck. Because he was an MC. He was talking about some crazy shit, but he was an MC. You know what I'm saying?
That was my thing. And back to the beginning too, y'all.
But so that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So when you see me post, when you see me talking about you ain't an MC or blah blah blah, I'm not saying you don't wear a backpack and you don't have big words and you wasn't raised blah blah blah. I'm saying you aren't good at what you do. So shoot it on the motherfucking path. Because if somebody's battling you, Corn, I'm sorry, I'm looking over here because I got a big screen and everyone's over here. And if somebody's battling you, Corn, I'll be able to recognize who the strong one and who the weak one is in the battle. I'll be able to recognize, and if they both MCs, I'll definitely be able to recognize who's the better MC. You know what I'm saying?
Based off your opinion, right?
Yes.
Because somebody could see something different than what you see. But my point is this.
That's my point. Everybody got their own opinion.
Everybody got their own vision. And that's my point. Man, why is everybody, when you read people and read people expressing, and this is why I think Trey and myself kind of bring this to the form of why we are together, because everybody dope in their own right. Everybody MCs you right. Everybody got their thing. But why is everybody so angry when it comes to these topics, in a sense?
Because
about somebody, right? Listen, this 100 shit.
I don't get it.
Feel me. You right.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Anger,
for fear of somebody trying to push you into the corner, or goddamn it, label you as such. Some people don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, probably looked at that, you know what I'm saying? Feel like they get pushed into the corner or labeled as, okay, I'm just an MC or I'm just a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
But I think artists should cover all genres or whatever.
Shit come, you know what I'm saying? From
it all. My thing is, even if that's the case, why do it come across so angry? You feel me? Even if you got an opinion, you say, yo, I don't like this guy, woo, woo, and that's in your mind. Why does that division has to be anger? You popping that niggas like, man, you can see it in the comments. You can see it, how people voice their opinion. It's so angry, which is a part of the plot to me. See, I think different. It's a part of the plot to increase the division. Everything is like a battle amongst each other. Ain't no bigging each other up. Ain't no real like love. Like, hey, bro, I'm really sharing your shit because it's love. You know what I'm saying? Everything got an undertone to it. Me, I'm trying to kill an undertone. Bro, I ain't got no feelings about how you rap. Nigga, I'm really listening to you. I'm really enjoying what you doing. Bro, I'm not finna say, yo, double entendres is this, or your cadence is this, and none of that shit, bro. Bro, I'm really feeling you and listening to your story and listening to your music and your creativity and these things that make you an artist. Mm-hmm. The problem is these titles can cause a division and a skew of what hip-hop really is, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It is skewed it.
I kind of understand. I agree
with what you're saying. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. I don't want to cut nobody off. Go ahead.
That's back to what we were saying in the beginning, though, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like what be pissing Corn off from what I'm saying is like, when people be posting something and they feel like other people judge it, like you, like all of a sudden somebody post something, then somebody be like, "Oh yeah, it was good, but he ain't had no double entendres. You the only motherfucker listening for that type of shit." You get what I'm saying? It's like everybody else just listening to it. So he be looking at it like people be judging other people as if they on some type of level higher than other people, and it's like you judging other people, but it's like, no, that's just your opinion, but don't make it seem like, yeah, you, because he didn't do it the way you wanted him to do it, it ain't, you know what I'm saying, wrong with somebody else or something like that.
So it's more of a preference, I think people have, though. You heard me?
Exactly.
A-Trip and Corn, I think it's more of a preference because certain people like certain shit. You know what I mean? Back to what I was originally saying. So
that's the elementary thing about this shit. Like, everybody don't understand that, you know what I'm saying? Reese, you hitting that shit on the head. It's all about preference, man. You know what I'm saying? My point. Age and century or whatever do motherfuckers understand, okay? I like a certain thing, bro, and you don't like a certain thing, Joe. Cool. That don't mean we should have no problem with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's my point. That's my point.
Feeling because, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucker ain't, you feel like a motherfucker ain't supporting you this way, or you know what I'm saying, your shit ain't being pushed that way.
That's my point.
A motherfucker might be supporting the motherfucker this much and pushing his shit this much or whatever because he actually feel that person more than you. You know what I'm saying? Yes. At the end of the day, how can you get mad knowing this though? You know what I'm saying?
That's my point.
Reality. This world that we live in. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is based off any and everything, not just hip hop, man. This is based off from where you do it.
Well, then you got to ask the question to the motherfuckers who getting mad for no reason. Because there's motherfuckers who talk shit
to the sports, any and everything. It's all a preference to the shit that you put on your body. You know what I'm saying? The clothes you wear, the shoes you put your feet in, and all that
Big
shit. You know what
facts.
I'm
Big
saying? It's
facts.
all a preference. Everything in life is a fucking preference, Joe. You know what I'm saying?
So the
Cause
real is you gotta ask, you gotta.
I'm curious to hear what Grizzly got to say because he ain't spoke yet. Y'all, get Grizzly a second, man.
Well, I'm watching fights and listening. I come at this from a completely different point of view, though. Uh, who said what?
No, you got the floor. Go ahead.
Yeah, I come at this from a completely different point. I'm a like classically trained jazz musician. You know, so I've been playing music that is not my people's since I was like 8 years old, reading real books, which are basically this ploy
Hey, I
design.
for saying some shit like that, man. That you know what I'm saying, music that is not my people's, and
Yeah,
giving you know what I'm saying, that acknowledgement to jazz music that you say you into. I fuck with you for shit like that, man.
yeah.
Salute that. You
Well, I
even
mean,
acknowledging that shit. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
There's nothing white about jazz. There's nothing white about
I
jazz.
like that.
And I hear somebody talking in the background right now. It's fucking distracting me.
I don't know who, baby. Oh, that's from. Got his what's it called on. I got it. Don't worry about it.
Cool deal. But yeah, when I was playing and doing all that shit through school and devoting all of my time to that, I learned so many things that are kind of crucial, as far as I can tell, to hip hop that are something is fucking distracting me. I can't tell if I have another tab open. It's fucking legit over here. I need to mute him. He's on my server. I'm streaming some shit. My bad. In the early days of jazz, they would put out these things called real books. And when you put out a real book, what you've done is created this cheat tool for all these musicians entering the field of jazz. And the first thing you're told in jazz education is to not read a real book, because what it does is it proves you aren't a real jazz musician. Because the first thing you should do is listen to a song and figure out what its meter is, figure out what its key is, figure out what notes your specific instrument has, and then intonate it yourself, and then show up to a big band session and be able to play your part as it is on a record. And if you can't do that and you've chosen to go the route of the real books, then you have fucked up and you will be ousted as someone who's not a real jazz musician, thus keeping it real. Like, I mean, this is like a musical history based off a like piece of vernacular that's, you know, deeply ingrained within a culture that doesn't know why it's there. And it all
You fuck with hip hop though, man. Why, you know what I'm saying? I want to just,
Like,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? Why do you like hip hop so much? You fuck with hip hop, even though you play jazz. You know what I'm saying? You
right.
fuck with hip hop. We trying to get this hip hop understanding. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the thing. I'm not entirely sure that, you know, looking at it from there's been some confusing cross-speak, like hip hop is everything or hip hop is specific, like, and everybody's got I particularly fuck with Snug saying like hip hop is a giant freeway and there's a bunch of different lanes. It was like, I really like that, you know. But when it comes down to it, I see hip hop as way older than the early 80s and late 70s. I see it as way fucking older than
I
that.
just said that, facts.
Yeah.
I agree with
well,
that.
I mean, I wasn't here for a long time. So,
Yeah, I said that.
yeah.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I'm gonna give you a little example, right? All right. Let's talk about 50 Cent. We ain't gonna talk about it on the music side, just on the business level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I know for sure 50 Cent ain't go to no business school. He ain't, you know, his innately, this man just built his empire, right? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of time your training or your knowledge of these things ain't school-based or ain't in a book. And you can't just read up on this. It's a feel to it. A lot of people just born with some shit. And that's why Snug 100% right. I said that last night to From Elsewhere in the comments. I wish he didn't erase none of it, but I said that in the comments. You feel me? I wish y'all could have really got to see our conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the point that I was trying to make. It is a freeway with different lanes, right? A lot of the stuff you can't teach. So my point is, how do I judge a person or say this is this or this is not this? And I'm not the police, the hip hop police, to judge that. You feel me? I gotta respect hip hop and what it is and the art of it. So man, my eyes is keen to the art of it all the time. You know, whether it's drill, conscious rap, whatever it is, I'm keen into the person, the artistry of making it, what he went through to even talk about this. Like, it intrigues me. All of his music for corn. You know what I'm saying? It's just for me. I agree with what everybody's saying. I just don't agree with the division and the way it come across, the anger that people be so angry. Even if it is your preference, which I agree with Reese. Everybody got a preference, but because my preference is this, I'm not finna knock another man's preference. Yeah. I'm not finna say, well, your preference is less because you don't know this. Yeah, man, back in this time, it used to be this. Nah, why would I do that? I'm gonna be like, all right, let me give it a chance. Let me listen. You feel me? I like it. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Some things I like, some things I don't. It's okay. But overall, I'm trying to spread that camaraderie, that togetherness, because it was a golden age of hip hop where all types of music was accepted at one point. Bro, you can rap about anything. People was throwing you on the radio. It was love. It's this division that separated that kind of closed in them lanes that Snug talking about.
I feel like it's still like that now. That's what I was saying. With streaming, it's like you can go listen to any type of music you want to now. This motherfucker's making depression music. I want to kill myself, psycho. I'm the world. It's motherfuckers making gospel music. You can listen to anything you want. You ain't even gotta go, like, you ain't gotta listen to what they just putting. You can just go type in some shit and go find some shit. It'd be some nobody person you ain't never heard of, but they probably got 10,000 followers somewhere in Wisconsin. And it's like now you got put onto a whole new sound and music and stuff like that. So I'm just like, I don't know what we talking about or what we arguing about or whatever. Everybody like what they like or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So it's all music, period. If you putting words together,
I think
that's the same shit to me.
That's my point.
I think it's a healthy debate. I wouldn't say it's no really arguing and shit. I think this was actually a healthy debate, man. This was actually pretty good. Reese, I see you got your hand up, man. You got something to say? No,
He's
Reese,
away right
go ahead, Phrum.
All right, yo, check it. I just got a question for everybody who know the elements of hip hop. What is the unwritten fifth element?
I just posted that in one of my status. You remember that? You commented on that, Phrum. You remember that?
The fifth element, because earlier you said the fifth one.
I feel like it ain't no element. I feel like that's everybody trying to put something on it, because like it's like this. Who the fuck created hip hop? Like who created like for example, like who can put a stamp on what's what and what? Like it's like people be doing too much. Like what's the where everybody want to put something like what's this? It's like what are you talking about?
Back in the 80s, they said whatever they did in the 80s, we went along with that shit. We went along with that back in the 80s.
What did they say? Bring that shit up. Like, what did they say in the 80s? That's what I'm like. What did they say in the 80s that's different now?
That's a good question. Like, started.
They said b-boying, breakdancing, graffiti, DJing, and knowledge. That's hip hop. So there is no fuck knowledge.
Okay, now let me ask you something now. Hold on. Let me say something real quick. Let me ask you this. Now, you don't think it's still hip hop, but it just evolved? Like things ain't gonna stay the same. So it's like
everything's evolved. I'm not against what anyone said.
Let's say knowledge. What knowledge to what degree? Man, Joe, because
the knowledge of hip hop itself.
No.
Knowledge of the essence of it. The knowledge of it all. The knowledge of the existence of
it's just knowledge, bro. And my thing is this. My question. How do you say?
How far back do you go with hip hop though?
Who, me?
I know that you're a head. I know that you're a hip hop head. Bro, I know you got an older brother who's a hip hop head. I know you go far back.
Earlier, bro. Like what? I ain't no kid, bro. I'm 41. I go back. I'm 41,
I know.
Bro.
I know.
I'm no shorty.
Like I said, I don't.
When I was 30 years old, it was like, oh,
check it out.
Let's talk about rap music. No.
Like I said, I don't disagree with nothing nobody says. All this is under an umbrella. So I don't know who's on the page that sound like a hip hop police just saying, hey, your shit is whack and this and that. Because like I said, that's why I made Is Y'all Listening. Because I think everything is dope if it's dope. And I want motherfuckers to know if I see it's like one or two
hip hop conversation last night. Then we have a great hip hop conversation, me and you.
Everything was cool. I was right. Drunk.
I would rather you leave that in the ether. I don't know who erased my comments. Let's leave it in the ether.
That shit was drunk.
Let's leave that in the ether and discuss it.
But you don't know. But you don't know.
All these points last
night. I want to know why was the comments deleted? I just want to know why was the comment deleted because I missed something.
Because it looked like a long motherfucking drawn out
so
me and him were talking back and forth. So it's like it was me and his conversation. So I was like, you know what? We talked everything. And I said, you know what? Fuck all that shit. Because from right then and there, that leaves it open for everyone to be like, oh, well, like what Sunny posted earlier. Oh, such and such, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no beef. It's all love. Bro, it was a conversation between me and him. So honestly, he just said through this whole thing, everything he already said.
You don't
so don't say that. If it's not love, then it's not love.
Don't do that.
Hey, but basically, Corn, man, because he wanted whatever he said to stay on that. He wanted people to see what he was saying. That's what I'm getting.
All this stuff was said.
So you know what? You said everything right here as well. You know what I'm saying? Everything, and I said the same thing. I believe everything is under the umbrella. There ain't nothing I'm against. There's nothing I'm against. There's nothing I'm against in this.
I got a
something. Yeah, mute that. Hey, you gotta join in with your video.
Who is that? That ain't me.
That's whoever called in. But all this was kind of said last night. You know what I'm saying? It's everything. I agree with everybody on here. Like, man, Joe, I found something dope in Reese. I found something dope in Trey. Fingers, Trip, Grizzly, Snug, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Brooke, motherfucking, even Cortana when she was rapping for a time.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I don't want to cut you off, Quan, but let us give a lady a chance to speak. Quan, if you can join in and give us your opinion on everything. If not, we just gonna keep it moving. You muted though, cuz if you can hear me. All right, we're gonna keep on moving. Go ahead, Quan. Who got their hand up? I see Sonny got his hand up. So, rock with Sonny right quick.
You got something to say, Snug? No, Sonny first. Yeah, Sonny, go ahead, rock out with us, man. That picture of you and your son was dope. I like that.
Appreciate it, man. We had a little cousins Christmas, man. We're trying to keep the kids in tune with each other. You know how that go. You know, the kids be growing up. Right. Yeah. Hey, but no, I had to take a couple. Y'all was going a long time, so I had to take a couple notes. But I want to touch on a couple of quick things. Going back to Corn's question about why does each preference, if you prefer that, why does it come off so aggressive, or why do it need to come off so aggressive? I just want to touch on that just to say, like, it come off aggressive because at the end of the day, regardless of the preference, this is still a competitive sport. It's still a bravado sport. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to always have an aggressive nature to it, like no matter what we feel. And then it plays, it got people that we play different parts inside of hip hop. It's like you got the part that's the hip hop air quote connoisseur. That's the person who gets into the technical. This is what I think Phrum is coming from, where it's the technical side of it. It's like the dot your I's and cross the T's part of hip hop. But that could be considered the written form of hip hop. Whereas the young thugs of the game is more so the freestylers of hip hop, where they just freestyle in their way. They still a part of the game. They just don't have a form. You know what I'm saying? They free form. And then, you know, in society, we call them free form motherfuckers, metrosexuals, borderline homosexuals. So it's just the facts of life when it relates to that. Earlier when we was talking about the elements, to Trip point, there ain't no element, because it's like, that's like saying who make the best greens. It's like, who the fuck can say who makes the best goddamn greens? Like, I can't go to Auntie May house, Auntie May put sugar in her greens.
Like who is anybody to say anything?
Yeah, so it's like, and then it's like, to that point, it's like
salute want to welcome Gino to the homeroom. Gino, what's good, bro?
From said earlier, like, oh well, how far back do you go into hip hop? And then it was referenced to be like the 60s and 40s. But then somebody shared on the page where it was a group of people that was singing in a like an old time classic
In the
situation in
30s,
like the
20s.
20s or some shit. And they was like, and dude
It
had a
was
whole
rhyming.
rap
They was
format
busting
on it.
rhymes, yo.
Yeah,
Facts.
he was busting rhymes. And
It was
so it's like,
harmonizing,
so
but
it's
dude
like,
was
and I'm
busting
sure,
rhymes, man. He had
right.
rhymes.
And I'm sure
But
if we go back,
they was like
if
your dudes on the corner, like
undocumented,
your
we
New
probably
Jack
have some
City
other
boys,
shit
you know
like
what
that.
I'm saying? Harmonizing this shit. My fault, Sonny. I ain't mean to talk
That
over you,
shit
but
go back to the
No,
slave,
listen.
exactly what you're talking about.
slave.
Cause
Hey,
do-wop.
but Sunday,
Yeah, so it's like
say this.
it's just to wrap it up. I ain't gonna take too much longer, but just to wrap it up. But just like I said, just that whole concept of it all boiled down to being godlike. This is the gift and the curse. It's just like the internet. Hip hop is just like the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is the gift and the curse. It's here to stay. It's gonna run the fucking world, and you gonna have your preference of what you like. And when a nigga get on the post and say he ain't had no triple entendres, double entendres, that's the hip hop connoisseur. He not hating. He not looking down on them. He probably don't even feel like he better than them. That's just what he's looking for when he's looking for a rap. When he see a rap, he like, damn. That's like an artist saying, when I look at this painting, I want to see color in it. Well, shit, this artist might not want to see color. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the differentiation between the preferences. Salute.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that,
I
Sonny.
understand what you're
Look, I
saying
just
on the
want to say this: the competition thing, right? Yeah, we can be aggressive in our competition since we want to talk. Man, Joe, we can be aggressive in our competition, but it's a difference from me talking shit like hit the shot than me clipping you, bro, when you trying to go up for a layup because I'm that competitive. It's a difference. It's a difference in that. It's a difference for me saying, yo, you know what I'm saying? We into it,
But
we
look,
talking
hold
shit.
on though,
I ain't gonna clip you.
let's keep
I
it
ain't gonna
buck though.
clip you though.
Yeah, I feel that. Now let's keep it one. Let's keep it one thou wow. That's part of the fucking game. You
For the
can't
food
get away.
niggas.
Let's
For
take
the
that.
food
Let's take
niggas.
that to. Let's take that. Hold on. Let's take that to a basketball game.
Facts.
A nigga gonna get super mad, and this could be historical moments in basketball history.
Okay.
Where a motherfucker will get so heated at a player on the court, and when he go up for that dunk, try to bridge that nigga and clip that nigga till he break his fucking shin or whatever the fuck he
And
want to
what
do
will
to
happen
the
to
nigga.
that player? What will happen to that player?
But
No,
listen.
wait, because it's important. It's important. What will happen to that player if you do that? Because you're trying to keep the integrity of the game too. You're trying to keep the integrity of the game too, bro.
He may jeopardize the integrity of the game and everything. But
Facts.
again, it's part of the game.
It's part of it.
Where, right. So that's where people like you and me and other brothers that's on this channel, we gotta overstand and we gotta rise above the feeling a way about them when they do it because it's part of the game.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, I see how they playing. I see you playing text. Okay, I'm gonna rise above it. I ain't gonna be salty about it. I'm gonna just act accordingly. You feel me? And then make my adjustments and we move on. You feel
Facts.
me?
But I feel like our status different in the game, Sonny. I feel like, man, we architects of the game. So we like the refs of the game. You feel me? That's what we do. We know the game. So, man, when we see that and we see a nigga clip it, it's our responsibility to one, call it out and to take action, bro, to keep the integrity of the game right. You feel me? Because that's what it's really about. That's what it's really about. I know it's a part of the game. That don't make it right because it's a part of the game.
Right.
It's up to me who got the knowledge and understanding like you and everybody else to say, yo, I'm going to call foul on that, bro. Bro, I'm calling foul. Period. That's just where I be at. Not saying that it don't supposed to happen. Not saying that I'm in my feelings because the nigga did it. No, I ain't in my feelings about it. But what I am gonna say is this, bro. That's a foul, bro. Bro, you shouldn't clip that man like that.
Hey, look. Let me ask this before I close out. So look,
Hey,
you
but what
the ref,
happened when
right?
I run to play again,
You
though?
reffing the game, right? You reffing the game, right, Corn? And you see this motherfucker pulling all type of texts in the game, right? And you calling it as a referee, right? You like, damn, this nigga, he fucking up the integrity of the game. So then one of the players that he did something to, he finally get fed up too. And he
retaliate.
bridged to him. And he retaliates.
He just as bogus.
And look, and he get that nigga out the game. Hey, look, what you gonna say?
Hey, listen, he just as bogus, bro. Listen,
But listen, let me ask you though. How you gonna feel on the inside though?
Man, nigga, when it comes to, and trust this, and I promise you this 100% the truth, bro. If you ain't never believe that, believe this. When it comes to the rules of the game and shit like that, bro, I ain't got no feelings towards it. If it's a foul, it's a foul. Nigga, you get caught, you get caught. This is how it go. So man, I'm addressing this touch. I'm addressing this touch.
You wouldn't feel
Bro,
like
I ain't got no.
You wouldn't feel like, damn, nigga, you fucked up the integrity of the game, and you finally, and the motherfucker pulled a you on you, so that's what you get. You wouldn't feel like that?
Family, now because of the responsibility of me, and this is some shit I respect in you and a lot of people in here. Because the responsibility in me, no, sometimes I can't work with those type of feelings, especially when I get the power to call it. You feel me? I can't work with no feelings and say, yo, this is how I'm feeling. If it's a foul, it's a foul. Boom, it's done.
Right.
Yeah. Now that's something like me and you as refs, that's something we probably chop it up about over a bit.
Right.
When it comes in the game,
that's the point I'm making right there.
I feel that.
That's the point I'm making. It's like
when it comes to the game,
Hey,
right.
Hey, let me chime in. Let me chime in, because y'all niggas keep talking all these metaphors and shit. You know what I'm saying? Get fucking to it. Spit your shit is the game, okay? So who the fuck caused the foul, Corn? What the fuck is going on? Because I'm tired of hearing this shit in the game and the foul and the ref, nigga. I'm watching real NBA. Y'all got me thinking about LeBron. Nigga, I want to know, spit your shit is the game, okay? Spit your shit is the game, okay? I get that. That's the metaphor for the game, all right? If you said you the ref, right? Because you an admin. What the fuck? Who did a foul?
No, I'm gonna keep it one.
Call that shit out. What's the metaphor?
Look, we had a conversation last night. This all spewed from a back and forth comment between myself and Phrum Elswhere.
I know it had to come from somewhere, so I'm like,
listen, it became a back and forth to the point where I kind of politic. You know how I feel with Trey a little bit, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Which caused this meeting that everybody in now. My thing is, we was talking about the young people in the game because he said something about, you know, and I want to misquote him. You know what I'm saying? How motherfuckers was clowns or some shit, and the music is clownish and all this shit. And I beg to differ. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
See, here's what I said. So you don't. Here's what I said. I said back in the day. Here's what I said. Back in the day, we had. Hold on. Let me speak now. Back in the day, we had KRS-One. We had Ja Rule the Damager. We had people that motherfucking made you think before you motherfucking acted. We had so many to choose from. We had the hardheads. We had the clowns. We had all that shit. But we had the knowledge as well to go to. And then a lot of that helped a lot of people through a lot of shit. You know, people got to choose what they wanted. Today, what I was saying today, we have more clowns over teachers. So all I'm doing is sitting back and watching the circus. That's all I said. I'm sitting back and watching the circus.
Listen. And look, that's what made me say, like, well, man, these dudes ain't really clowns to me like that. You feel me? Period. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but see, I don't want you to feel like I'm talking about. I don't want you to feel like I'm talking about a certain genre of people. I don't want you to feel like I'm talking about people who don't take it serious. I'm talking about people who don't take the rap game serious, who just go like dog in the smog, in the bog, in the job. People who don't take it serious. You know what I'm saying? Artists that there's so many in the motherfucking game. You know what I'm saying? There's so many in the motherfucking game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at one specific person. I'm mad at the motherfucking people who don't take it serious. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't take them serious, so I back off from it. I back off from them because I don't take it serious. Now, see, there's nobody I'm calling foul on. So I'm wondering who you're really upset at, because I don't call foul on nobody. Because you need to find that post.
Hey, I think
you need to find that post. You need to find that post.
We just getting a bunch of back and forth right
He said he can't find it because you deleted it, bro.
I can't hear you. A lot of motherfuckers talking on these.
You see what I'm saying? That's funny as shit. Y'all is funny, bro. He said he couldn't find it, but you said you deleted it.
But it's deleted. I mean, if you can repost it. But my point is this. You know what I'm saying? Even the Cat in the Hat rapper, the Dr. Seuss rapper, right? Feel it. And I hope people really feel where I'm coming
I
from.
had a question though because he's saying people that
And there
don't
are
take it
dope ones
serious.
that do
Like
it too.
And
this
address
is
that,
what we
Trey.
got to get down.
Trey,
Hold on. We got to get down to what I'm saying, the bottom of shit like this. The meaning of where he's coming from when he say, hold on, let me mute Gino. All right, we got Gino muted. But we need to, what I'm saying, get down to, and his understanding and understand where he's coming from when he say people that don't take it serious. That's what he says. This is where his problem is coming from. You understand? So now we gotta tune into this because now he's telling us, you know what I'm saying, where his problems coming. Where if we want to understand this shit. So when you say people that are not taking this shit serious, what do you mean? You mean by people that don't take time to sit down and really put any really thought into their rhymes, or do you mean people that don't, spend money to, go to the studio and what I'm saying, be serious about their craft? When you say, what I'm saying, serious, it's a few things you can be meaning by that. So, what are you saying, Phrum? What's your
I'm saying people who don't look at this fact that it's entertainment. It's an art. It's not something to pass off. I had to grow up from back in the 70s and 80s hearing people say, oh, it's just a fad. It ain't going to last. It's bullshit. Y'all just making noise. It's on some bullshit. And then it got to a point, it actually was looked at like art. It was looked at like, damn, you motherfuckers really created some shit. You took something from nothing and you created some shit. This is real. We're going to respect this as art. And then all of a sudden in the 2000s, it's a joke now. Motherfucking rap is Donald Trump now. It's just a motherfucking joke to a lot of people. They making commercials. They having little bears and shit selling fabric softener, rapping to, and I'm here to say, you want that product in a major way. It's a joke to it's a joke to people. And I take offense when people make a joke out of it. You know what I'm saying?
listen,
I just take I feel you with a shout out to the culture, but I just for hip hop, I get upset. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's something to take serious. Like Fingers was saying, you gotta take this. It's real. Like exactly what Fingers was saying. It ain't no motherfucking joke. Some cats look at it like, man, y'all don't take it serious.
Let me chime in real quick. Let me chime in real quick because I ain't said shit in a minute. Look, you see how you say it's a joke? I disagree with that. I feel like hip hop right now is at its all time fucking high. You wanna know why? Because they include music in everything. Everything. It's in fucking sports. It's in your movies. It's in the credits. It's in the shows. It's in the commercials. Music is the most important fucking thing in the world, and y'all and people don't even realize it because it's like it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's if you go get your hair cut, they playing music. If you go to fucking work, you driving in the car, they playing music. You go to your fucking phone, you can listen to music. And anyway, music is everywhere. And then just like you were saying, it's a joke, but guess what? Motherfuckers getting paid for them little ass ringtones. Motherfuckers getting paid for them little ass
there's the good and there's the bad. There's the good and there's the bad. There's the good and there's the bad.
I gotta say that it's an all-time high.
Everybody getting checks.
There's the good and there's the bad.
Hey, Trip, I want to say this. How can, and I got to go after this, but think about this. Let's talk about the inner city in a lot of places where these people come from. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? What was some call cat in the hat rap and not and taking it as a joke, bro? They talking that shit to the people amongst them, bro. And the reason why it sells so much.
You're retarded, nigga. You don't even know where I'm from. You don't even know where I'm from, nigga.
Just hit me.
You don't even know where I'm from.
Listen,
it's all good.
It ain't about you, bro. It ain't about you, bro. I'm just telling you what it is. I didn't make these rules. I don't care. I ain't judging your character as a man or where you from. That ain't got shit to do with me. I'm just telling you what it is. Now, what it is people from these low economic environments, whether you came from that, me or whomever, they got a certain thought process, bro. If they don't expand, they don't have the opportunities to expand. A person like Trip is an exception to this rule. A person like Snug is an exception to the rule. A person like Ed Brook, Eugene, we exceptions to the environments that we come from, bro, because we got a higher understanding. Let's talk about the majority of people still trapped in this shit, bro, trapped in it heavy. So when it convey and it come out in hip hop form for them, It may sound like cat in the hat to you, but to them and the people in their circle, man, they know exactly what the fuck they talking about.
Facts.
I relate
I don't
to
even know why you putting. I don't even know why you putting them in the category because I'm talking about everybody in the whole. I'm talking about
everywhere.
all races who
Yeah, I
built
think
in the
that's
I'm
where
fucking
it
talking
get
about
grind.
everywhere.
misconstrued,
See,
man.
I'm talking
Because
about every. I'm not talking about inner
it's like
city
when people
people.
get to
I'm talking
talking
about
about that shit, bro,
everybody.
they talking like somebody. They talking like a nigga hating on it. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like a hater. You know what I'm saying? And
It
this ain't
sound
that. At least with my opinion, this ain't that. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
look though.
This shit
Look
is
though.
basically plain and simple, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, fingers.
This
Hey,
ain't no
fingers.
knock to a nigga saying you can't rap. This
Hey,
ain't saying you
fingers.
the five. Listen, this
Check
ain't
it out.
saying G Herbo ain't hotter than Nas or Jay.
Hey,
That
check
ain't
it
the
out.
point. You know what I'm saying? The point is,
Where from?
That's
Hey,
right.
where from?
you know what
Where
I'm
from?
saying?
Where
This ain't
elsewhere
got
trying to
shit to do
look?
with
Look.
none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Where
We
from?
know the
Where elsewhere
preface
trying to
of
say though?
the
What?
niggas
This
feel
from
the
where
niggas can
elsewhere
relate.
trying to
This
say?
ain't a question of if the shit relatable. This ain't question if a nigga relatable. This is what is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And you can't
Exactly,
knock it.
man.
Wait, hear me out. Hear me out. You can't knock the fact that it's a nigga across the world somewhere that feel like this is what hip hop mean to him. This is what he
Facts.
accustomed to. You know what I'm saying? He
You
came up
got
to
niggas
this.
in
He came at,
Amsterdam. You got
wait,
niggas
hear
in
me out. Just let
Amsterdam,
me hear me
Russia,
out, bro. I ain't said shit in a minute, bro. Hear me out. Just
everywhere.
think about it though. You can't knock a motherfucker, bro, because they feel as if this is what hip hop mean to them. This is what I grew up in. Now, I'm not knocking your land and what you niggas is on and what's happening now, but this what hip hop meant to me. This how we got out. We got out corner to corner, battling. We was spitting about all type of things, even though we was going through all type of things.
But it's
It
different
wasn't just
genres of hip hop
it.
though.
Yeah, it wasn't just it wasn't just, man. You know what I'm saying? Drill. It was when niggas say drill, that's an emphasis on the motherfucking word drill. Hip hop is more universal. That shit could be all that shit niggas name, all them descriptions, dancing, all type of shit. Woo out the bam. Drill is a fucking emphasis, bro. That shit is directly on one motherfucking thing. You not
And
finna
All
real
get
right,
a
quick,
niggas
hip.
have,
and
Hear me
niggas
fingers,
out.
have,
Hear me
niggas
out,
have,
what's your
bro.
thing
niggas
of
You
have.
not
drill? I
finna
want
get
to.
a hip or a hop out this shit. You hear me?
I want you
You
to
finna
keep
get
talking, but
drill.
I just want.
That's
Hey,
it.
I want you to
And
keep
listen, that
talking,
ain't
bro.
knocking the nigga saying my
Bro, low
niggas
key,
ain't hot.
bro.
I throw some Herbo in it.
Hey,
Y'all done heard
What's
my
drill?
motherfucking music with Herbo. Look, my thing is,
What's
this
your
ain't an
definition of
argument,
drill?
bro. Even though it's a debate, it ain't an argument. My thing is, niggas be getting too caught up in it. Like, it's a hate thing. It ain't a hate thing. You gon' like motherfuckers been saying, you gonna have your preference. I don't give a fuck that you got a different opinion, and you ain't finna force me down to change my opinion. I'm telling you, if you think that it ain't somebody elsewhere who feel like, man, that ain't hip hop to me, bro. That ain't what I came up on. That ain't what I, you know what I'm saying? I'm
And
you
me.
what's your
got
That
niggas like
definition
if
of
that
drill,
everywhere.
fingers?
you know what
And
I'm
what's your
saying?
definition of drill? What exactly? Because I ain't heard nobody
What
say
do
what
drill mean? What
exactly.
the definition?
Don't say,
What
don't
do
say,
drill
don't
mean
say
in
the
simple
type of
English
rappers.
terms?
Damn,
Say
Trayvon, you
no,
turn my
no.
mic off?
I just want to hear somebody say it. I ain't heard nobody say it. I know what it mean to me. I just want to hear you say what you know. What I'm saying what drill
Hey,
mean to you?
My
Because
bad, Gino.
you keep saying
Somebody
it.
was echoing, Gino. My bad.
you all will. Hey, drill music is perfectly fine for the neighborhoods where you grew up to and you accustomed to, bro. No bullshit. Like me
What's
myself
drill
personally.
music?
Hold on,
What's
bro. Like me
drill
myself
music?
personally. I actually make conscious music, bro. I sit back and I make a lot of conscious music, bro. Like my shit all about communities and everything. But I guarantee you, I actually was in that environment where I can actually pull out some drill music because I know for a fact what hitters is. I know for a fact what it means to go do a hit or to go move a motherfucker around a little bit. You feel what I'm saying?
So
It's your
so
environment.
what's
Drill
drill
music
music
is
to
you and
you,
your
Gino?
environment. Huh?
What's drill music to you? Like what
That's a good
exactly is
question.
drill music?
That's a good question from Crypto too. From
That's
a
what I
lot of
just
people
I'm
that
said.
trying
might
to.
not know
Hey,
I need.
what drill
drill
music
music
is,
ain't drill
and
music ain't shit, but hey, drill music ain't
basically the
shit.
older crowd.
Hey, drill music ain't shit, but what you know from your environment, bro. Everything that you grew up in,
Okay.
crack rock, cracks,
I look. I
motherfucking
like. Look. I want to say.
killing niggas, all types of shit.
I bet. I bet. All right. That's drill music. Rapping about your environment. That's not necessarily drill music. I feel like drill
Right.
music to me
Drill
is
music
when you
is
talking
killing,
about
riding
killing the
down
niggas. When you talking about killing motherfuckers and motherfuckers
enemies.
killing
When
motherfuckers.
niggas
That
Talk
get
shit
to
to
him.
talking
happens in
about
your
Talk
they
to him. Talk to
smoking
him,
environment.
on,
Trip.
when niggas get to
Talk to him.
talking about they smoking on, you know what I'm saying, they dead partners pack and all that, and it's nothing but about guns and riding
Talk
down,
to him. But
gang
then
banging.
we get to beat and we
You know what
get
I'm
to
saying?
try to
Like,
make it out to be something else when we
they
know
like
exactly what it
Chicago
is. It's an
music, bro.
emphasis on the
That's
word
drill
drill,
music.
bro.
I agree to
Be
that.
specific.
That's why I
Oh,
want
I
to
okay.
100%
know. That's why
agree
I'm
to that.
asking what y'all feel like drill music. To me, it's when motherfuckers talking about knocking a
So,
nigga
hey,
back
I ain't finna
and
disrespect drill like that, act like it
I'm
ain't
not
something
finna
it ain't. But we
disrespect
want
it.
to get in
Thank
front of motherfucking play like we
thank
don't know
you,
what it
bro.
is. Ain't no hip hop to this. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you know what it is. Motherfuckers will ride up on you playing that. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfuckers is we tripping. I mean,
Hey, listen,
that's just my opinion, bro.
I may
That's just
not
my
like
opinion.
battle rap, Joe.
I hear what you're
I might
saying
be a
though.
dude that don't like battle rap, right? But I'm not finna go on a rant and be like, fuck the battle rappers, it's poor shit to me, it's this, and this, even if that ain't my preference. That's what I'm addressing.
I
I'm
agree.
not
I
addressing
agree
the
with you.
fact that you got
I
a
agree
different
with you.
preference or nothing like that. That ain't what I'm addressing. I'm not finna go on a rant about it and be like, yo, you less than, or this is less than, or it's the degradation of this. I'm not finna say none of that because I know it got a lane, like Snug said. It got a lane and everything under the umbrella. That's my point. I'm not saying that your preference is bogus. I'm not saying people shouldn't have an opinion, but it's when that opinion become malice. It's when that opinion become directly trying to
That's my and that's my question. How do it come malice? How do it become malice, Corn?
it's in the approach of it. It's in the approach of it. If somebody called me,
I agree.
if you came in, like it's a difference saying, yeah, Fingers, man, Joe, I seen you had a little slip up, Joe, in your first battle. And then me saying, man, Fingers, you a choke artist. You a choke artist from your first. It's a difference. That's what I'm addressing. I'm not addressing all this stuff in the difference. I'm addressing people approach to it, bro. And people got a
The intention
and a
of
godly
escalating.
approach, and that's something that I ain't going on no more. I'm not going on that godly approach, period. No matter who you are or your knowledge base or anything, bro, I'm going to respect your lane. I'm going to respect your opinion, but I will never say it's the difference between this. I never say, Joe, Fingers, you a choke artist. I'll probably be like, man, you slipped up his love, though, family, woo, woo, woo. Before I say, Joe, you choke. And that's post people approach. They approach with malice. They approach like, oh, man, it's this, and this. So, man, now you feel some type. We talking about man shit. Now you feel some type of way. Joe, I do feel some type of way because now we ain't talking about the art no more. What you trying to come at my character, bro? Like, what you on, bro? And that's where the intensity lies in it. That's where you feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely, nigga. I feel you 100.
That's what I'm on, bro. Like, man, I get everybody opinion. I get everybody knowledge base. I get different preferences. Man, where's the malice coming from? Just like he was talking about, Sonny was talking about the fouling and the basketball and shit. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Man, I might rough you up a little bit, but I ain't trying to end your career, bro. I ain't trying to clip you so bad to where you didn't tore your ACL. Now you just not the same player no more. That's fucked up, bro. And that's the state of hip hop for me right now. It's so intense. Everybody hate everybody shit so much to the point to where it ain't that camaraderie. Just like with you in the beginning when you came up and you was talking about, yo, man, I want to go at these dudes, this and this. I felt you. You know what I'm saying? But them niggas took that shit the wrong way because of how they built. They built with malice. So it's like niggas didn't even fuck with you on this and really respected your come up and trying to get into the league. Niggas heard what you said and try to crush you. Now they on lives talking about you ain't shit, just like dude Edmund do. Man, he do the same shit. This is whole style. His whole style, Edmund whole style is he gonna come on, he gonna flash his shit and all this shit. Are you less? You ain't shit. This to peace, honor, love, and respect. But if it's really these elements that you're talking about, right? If it's really these things, it's gonna present in your manhood even before your music. And I don't see it. And man, I'm address it. That's how I get down. I'm gonna address that shit. After a while, I try to lay back in the cut, but sometimes it's too many of us in the cut that don't address these things. They got the ability to reshape people's views on music and view on hip hop. It's a responsibility for all of us, in my opinion.
Go and get it off your chest, there, bro.
I ain't on that. I just ain't on it. You know
Yo,
what I'm
since you
saying,
said
bro?
it's your
You're not finna be
responsibility, let
on
me ask you a
these
question.
comments talking about this dude, this. You're not finna do none of that shit. And you know, me and you had a conversation about this, Fingers, too. Bro, we ain't on that. Joe, we big each other up. It's love.
Yeah, we do.
I
That
got
is a lot
higher
of beef.
growth.
That is a lot of beef
Hey, facts.
motherfuckers
You
have,
already know, Corn.
bro. For nothing, just for a little bit of clout, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, let
Salute
me
to
ask
that,
you a
bro,
quick
man. He
question
had
on
to
some
get
hip
out of
hop
here and
shit.
go on here and go somewhere. But man, that man was just speaking a lot of facts, Joe. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
That's where we at right now. We need to do better.
hey,
Yo,
and this all I want to
let me
say
ask a
too
question
about
on
when he
some
said
hip
about
hop
the
shit though.
fingers rant. I think it's funny because it's like everybody get mad at certain shit. I be like, look, Fingers did the same shit when motherfuckers come in our group. They come in talking shit. What do everybody do? They talk shit back and they attack him. When Fingers posted that, he knew what it was gonna do. And now look at what happened since then. This motherfucker have been in two. It did exactly what he wanted it to do. He wanted to get in battles. He wanted to woo this. It did exactly what it wanted. With it, what it was supposed to do. You get what I'm saying? But motherfuckers be
Serve
hating
its
this shit.
purpose.
But it's like
It
low
served
key,
its
they not
purpose.
even seeing that. But I see no real shit. You get what I'm saying? And it's like motherfuckers be hating when people jump in our group and then they say that and then that. But it's like you gotta expect that. If he jump in there talking shit, that's what niggas gonna do. And it did what it was supposed to do. You get what I'm saying? The nigga got battles from it, didn't he? You get
You
what I mean?
do. You
So,
gotta
so, so I'm
expect it,
just
bro.
like, yeah. So I'm just like, ain't nothing wrong with it. I knew what you was doing from the jump, and I gotta salute you because I'm looking at it like, damn, you got a whole nother battle coming like in another week or so. You get what I'm saying? It did what it was supposed to do. If you go back and look at it's legendary now. Shit.
All right, let
Definitely
me ask
is.
a question on some hip hop shit though. On some
So
real
mob
shit.
man, tune in too, man. That battle of the mob fingers versus K Venom, man. Straight up, real shit.
Hey, Fingers.
Oh,
Hey,
it's
yo,
Get
I'm
tomorrow.
into
definitely
it.
gonna be there, man.
Get into him.
Yo, with
Oh,
that
No
being
it's
said,
tomorrow.
doubt.
My bad. Shit.
yeah, I mean, since hip hop is like started from whenever, however it started, let me ask a question like this. Do you think the lack of education that kids are getting now is the result of the fact that music sounds the way it does? Because at one point, to think the hip hop to sound a certain way or to feel that it was supposed to be on a standard, it had to seem like not necessarily educational, but you had to have some type of educational aspect to understand what the fuck a motherfucker's saying. Not even saying no college graduate shit, but you gotta like know some shit to understand what a motherfucker's saying. Like, oh, that's some clever shit a nigga saying. Oh, he said it like that to understand what a motherfucker's saying. Now, far wise is the evolution of hip hop or it's going further, do you see that because there's a lack of education, lack of school, and motherfuckers going to school, motherfuckers just glorifying popping pills, getting fucked up, this, that, and the third. Do you feel the lack of education is more make perpetuating this stereotype of fuckery in hip hop?
So, before we even get into hip hop, we must acknowledge that every single genre of music's lyrics has slipped down somewhere between like a seventh and eighth level grade down to about a third and fourth level reading level grade. All of their vocabularies have completely tanked.
Remedial.
All, yes, have completely tanked. All of them. There's not a single genre of music that is anywhere near remotely close to popular whose complexity in their word choices has gone up in the English language. They've all gone down over the past 20 years. And I don't think it has anything to do with education. I just think it has to do with getting more and more catchy and more simple and appealing to the masses more. So that out of the way, I don't know. But that
That
seems
does make a
important.
lot of
I will.
sense.
I'll say something real quick to that. I think that my gripe of it all, it because I look at it as music. This whole thing is entertainment, is music. So my gripe is, if you don't have rhythm, at least have some rhythm. Know that rhythm is involved. If you're doing it to the beat, now I know it's evolved throughout the years, and now battle rap is a different thing, and we don't do it to the rhythm and that and that. And I have no qualms about battle rap. I love battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I had to understand it on a different level that it's a sport, and now it's ridiculous to me. But um, the thing about when it comes to traditional boom bap style rap, hip hop, whatever you want to call it, rhythm. How do you play on the beat? What do you do to make the next person go, damn, I want to do that? You know what I'm saying? How does your shit land? What kind of, I hate this word, but I'm going to say it. I really do hate this word, the way they took it, but I'm going to say it. What kind of swag do you got? You know what I'm saying? I'm holding my phone
Oh,
because
that's
my
very
audio is doing
important.
shit.
Oh,
No,
he
swag
said
is very
swag.
important. You're supposed to
No.
be able to separate yourself, or you know what I'm saying, put your little
That's
Yeah,
shit
some
on
yeah,
real
there. You know
shit.
what I'm saying? So
exactly.
That's a
You're
key
supposed to
element.
be different. You're
that's
supposed to
what
be
separates
different,
everybody. See,
but
we
at
got
the
into the point one time and about where everybody was, and they still kind of do it with the auto tune shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like auto tune takes a lot away from the person itself. You know what I'm saying? And
It
building
does,
that person, your voice and
but,
everything is very distinctive, man. And when you start
but,
using that motherfucking thing like how a lot of people was using it, it all starts to sound like the same shit to me.
okay, it did, and for the longest time, I hated on that shit, but I had to learn because I had to fuck with it myself. Auto tune is hard, man. It
Mhm.
takes skill
Yeah,
to
I'm not
really
saying that I hate it.
understand.
You know, I'm not
No, I know
saying
you
that.
don't. I know you don't. I know you don't. I know you don't. And I don't hate it either. And through this whole thing, I don't want anything painted that I'm any type of hater. Is my audio weird? Is it whack? Can y'all hear me good?
No,
It's
you
got
good?
a
You
low
good?
pass on it. You're letting there are no high frequencies above like 10,000 kilohertz. It sounds really like you're kind of just stuck behind the wall.
You good?
Oh, that's fucked up. I like how you just gave that to me. You know I'm an engineer. But I will say I'm not a hater on any portion. So I don't know who's on the page doing this hating, making them mad and shit, or who's trying to be a cop. If anybody asks my opinion, what did you think of this? What did you think of that? You know what I'm saying? I'll give it to them if they ask. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to say you whack. I know that's the last thing I'm going to ever do, especially being an admin. You know what I'm saying? I know my position. I know my position is not to take down Trey Ball. That's my number one position in special shit is not to take down Trey Ball. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not going to be anything up on the page doing, oh, this sucks, that sucks, this sucks. Now, if I'm on my page, being from elsewhere, on my personal page, if somebody chose to friend me and I'm on my page being a clown or being whatever the hell I'm doing, that's me over there. You know what I'm saying? But in official shit is nothing but respect. And the reason why I made is y'all
Facts.
listening because I want people to listen. I want
Mm-hmm.
because when I got there, I saw too much talent and not enough likes, not enough comments, not enough shit. But one thing I didn't see links, and I love that. I
Yeah,
love the
that's
fact
big.
that I saw no links. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love is you
And
listening,
so
man. I think that shit is hip, bro, and happy. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with that shit. The thing is, to what your question was, I think absolutely though, absolutely, the times have affected the music. I mean, the education. The it absolutely have. How can it not? You know what I'm saying? And I think it's only gonna get, you know what I'm saying? It's only gonna get, I ain't gonna say downhill, but more different from here. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get to a point where it's like, you know what I'm saying, hip hop, where these young rappers, kids, it's gonna be like, what is hip hop? I didn't grow up to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, I grew up to this. I grew up to this genre of music. I mean, you just got to think about it, man. If you really think about it, it's like, why would it? To push hip hop music on, you have to love hip hop to push it on, first and foremost. And if you compare how hip hop was back then and how it is now, just the love for it, you didn't hear hip hop is dead back when hip hop was originated. But you start hearing it because artists who did hip hop start feeling like that. And now in the future, it's just gonna be just like these young guys, they kids. It's gonna be like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I grew up to this. I don't even know nothing about what happened back then and how and who's gonna recycle this. Who's gonna recycle this when the flexes is gone, the motherfucking Swisses is gone. The who's recycling this? Because you could take a look at the new generation
Mm-hmm.
DJs. You can look at the new generation
Mm-hmm.
DJs right now and see how they respect the old school hip hop. You can look at the airwaves and see how they respect old school hip hop. The only way you really get in hip hop in its original form is through social media, through YouTube, and finding that shit. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that you got to go look for it. So who you and the most people that do
It's your
that
shit.
is
A
in the
number
field.
one Facebook group page.
Facts, you hear me?
That's where you're gonna find it. That's where you're
Facts,
gonna
you
find hip
hear me?
hop at.
That's what. But listen, that's what make the group special. You feel what I'm saying? Because you could come in, like I said, that don't mean you
You
can't
gonna
come
find real
in.
hip hop, not just links and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Period. You not going you
You know
not
what I'm
just
talking
gonna
about?
come in. That don't mean that. That means anybody who can spit can get it, can come to that group and do what they do. Whether you spit lyrics, whether you spit
Big
drill,
facts.
whether you doing whatever. Like I said, it ain't no hate to them niggas. It's everybody gonna do nothing. Everybody do what they do. That's knocking no man. But the truth is still the truth. It's like, man, as education is concerned, when you look at it and see that shit is dumbed down, or you see the education levels, or that means that niggas level of thinking. Now that doesn't mean some niggas can't stand out, but the overall level of thinking for niggas is cat in the hat. I mean, not even cat in the hat. I mean, and it could be good cat in the hat. It could be good cat in the hat. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is a nice ass jingle or whatever. This shit jam, bang, all that. But you can't tell yourself you haven't heard some hot shit like that. That was jangles. That was not a lot of lyrical shit, but just a hot beat and somebody giving you a nice way they put a jangle together that was like, yeah,
Yes,
this
sir.
shit. And they repeated the line over, and you still like, damn, he not really spitting nothing, but that shit is hot. And we gotta realize that's what that shit is, bro. So with the dumbing down of the educational system, that's what you getting. And it's when you got poetry niggas at the table writing at the lunch table and shit like that, it's a difference. It's a difference. Not to say that these niggas don't do it, but how many niggas now you hear, man, I don't even write. I don't even write. I don't even know. I don't even use no pen and no notebook pad. I just, and that don't take away that they not hip. That don't take away that they
Mm-hmm.
can't spit and they can't be talented. That don't take away from that, because that's talented. More, if not more talented, I think, just by coming up with that shit in your head and writing it like that. That don't take away from their gift. What I'm saying is, yeah, that's where you. That's why you get the jingles and you get the, man, people who ain't really, you know what I'm saying, complex with that. Listen, even with the Doughboy movement, even with the Doughboy movement and producers thinking they can rap, everybody jumping on a mic. They wasn't jumping on with the sense of master of ceremonies. You know what I'm saying? Master of the pen. You know what I'm saying? As so-called any founder of hip hop member you can think. It was his thought process was to be the master of the pen, the move a crowd, the master of ceremonies. Not to say that these dudes ain't, but you know, our generation now, the young boy generation now, is to get that bag, bro. That's what it is. They mind is to get the bag, to, you know what I'm saying, and more. And I'm giving them that. I'm giving a nigga that. But in the reality, it's even past that, bro. It's really, man, I'm gonna get at you. That's what it is. It ain't really, oh no, I'm finna. Now I might be slick when I bring it to you in the way I bring it out, but you get the point. You know what I'm saying? You get the
Mm-hmm.
point. You get the point. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it really is, bro. Then you
So
had them standout niggas. You had them standout niggas, bro, that do that shit. You got your standout niggas, and they special. You know what I'm saying? But and you will ask a lot of these niggas, hey, what make you special? Or what made you, who you used to listen to? It's gonna be a lot of hip hop niggas that we listen to. A lot of niggas that we came up with because they got it in them. Them usually how the special niggas beat. They gonna tell you who they top artists was, or whatever the case may be, man. Ooh, this person. But like I say, man, that's my overall. I just think, bro, absolutely, when the education dumbed down, and I think as it goes on, if it ain't gonna get, shit ain't, a lot of shit ain't finna get no better, and we
Hey,
finna see a lot. Oh, this one thing I gotta say for our end. Let me get this in. Hey, what do you think? What y'all think about rock and roll? Is rock and roll hip hop?
no,
uh,
no,
rock. Can
because
y'all
you
hear me
can't call
now?
yourself a rock and roll artist and do rap music. That shit don't make sense. You know what I'm
Is Chris
saying? I
Rock?
don't.
I mean, not Chris Rock. What's that white boy name? Pete Rock.
Kid Rock.
Kid
Kid
Rock.
Rock. Yeah, Kid Rock. Is Kid Rock hip hop?
No, I don't
I
think
think
he's hip
so.
hop.
I think so.
That's my nigga Corey. Look, I respect that. I respect that. I respect
Kid
that.
Then
Rock.
he's not
But
rock
wait a
and
minute, wait,
rolling.
wait.
Kid
Now,
Rock is
Corey, now
Kid
that you
Rock
said
is
that, no, don't
Kid
do
Rock.
that. But don't do that because Corey said that. I want to
No,
give
no,
What you
everybody
mean?
else
Don't do that
genuine
because Corn
opinion.
said that.
I want to
And
give
he's not rock
everybody
and
else
roll,
genuine opinion.
bro.
no,
If you
because
saying
there's
if
a
you saying he hip hop, then he can't be rock and roll. How?
no. Kid Rock loves hip hop. Kid Rock came up on hip hop. Kid Rock,
It don't make
Detroit,
sense.
That
Run
ain't what I'm
DMC.
asking, though. That ain't what I'm asking from. I'm asking you, is he hip hop or not, bro?
Does he love hip hop? I
Does
know
he do
those.
hip hop
See,
music?
you see what I'm saying?
I know there's
That's that shit I'm
controversy.
talking about right there.
I know there's
That's
some
that shit I'm talking
controversy
about. I can
regarding him
respect
saying some
Corey
shit.
answer because I was gonna say that boy, he rapping. It's some songs
He's,
where he's actually rapping. You know what I'm saying?
but
With a
is
guitar. But do you consider that hip hop?
He's a rock artist, bro.
he didn't put out a hip hop artist album? No, he didn't say. He never claimed to be hip hop.
So
He's a
if
rock
you don't
artist.
consider him hip hop, my shit is, if you can't consider him hip hop, you gotta look at it. You gotta look at that shit like, man, okay, it's something different. Hip hop is, even though this man is rapping, it's not just about the rapping. That's rapping. He rapping, even though he rapping with a guitar, it ain't hip hop for some
Oh,
reason. We gotta say, somebody
I
gotta
see
say
what
what
you're
that
trying.
reason is, because this
I see
shit's
what you're
gonna
saying.
strengthen my point that it's a difference, bro.
No, I see what you're saying.
With hip-hop.
Yes, there's a difference, but it's still all under the same umbrella. That dude came up on Run DMC, man. Come on.
Listen, with all that, I feel you. I know, dude. I know the white.
I know you know.
Shit,
I know
bro.
you know.
I get it.
I know.
All I'm
I know.
saying is, as much as we can say about it and say what he loved and say what it is, you know how still the difficult the question is to answer.
No,
That's
but see,
why it was difficult to answer.
Okay, see,
I'm telling you,
here's where I come from.
Like Snug, and I like what you said about the nigga being rock and roll. If he is hip hop, he ain't rock and roll. And I'm pretty sure he not finna say he not rock and roll. You know what I'm saying?
Well, right now he's country. So
I don't know what he is, but I know that ain't hip hop in my opinion. That ain't hip hop. Because even though he rapping, it's a fucking difference. You can't just be rapping.
So he had a hip hop song before, but he's not a hip hop artist.
He's not a fucking.
So what is Linkin Park? A rap rock type album.
So is Linkin Park rap?
Yeah. No, for a second there was a rap rock genre. They made that rap rock genre in the middle.
So is Mike Shinoda a rapper?
Metal.
I really
dash
feel
metal.
Kid Rock
New
is
metal.
a rapper. I think I would consider him hip hop though.
Mike Shinoda does his own stuff. Fort Minor is what his name is, his rap name. Mike Shinoda is the rap guy from Linkin Park. Very depressing. Ultra just can't get his shit together. It's fucking annoying to listen to. And he disturbed all these other bands.
Does he
Just
rap?
had this new metal craze that was just really weird in time. Fucking real bad lyrics, real repeatable, constant across all of their songs.
Okay. Check this. Sorry, Grace. Check this. So you got Kid Rock, right? Now we recognize he doesn't suck at what he does when he was rapping, right?
Exactly. You know exactly, because it ain't about that. He hot at what he do. He that nigga. That's why we know him.
That's what I'm saying. You can point out.
And he ain't made a song either. That's shit.
No, but I'm saying what he's trying to do though. If he doesn't take his craft of what he's doing serious, he's not gonna make it good. It's gonna be bullshit, and it's really gonna offend us rappers and hip hoppers. Like this guy's really shitting on our shit.
Man, it's almost like you giving the dude a pass because he trying. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, not that he's trying. No, not that he's trying. He really was good at what he was doing. He wasn't bullshit.
But my point ain't about dude. You missing my point. My
point
is he
hip hop? Is he
it ain't
hip
about
hop?
dude. Listen, the point that I'm trying to make is when you talking about hip hop, bro.
Yes.
And you talk, it's a difference. It's people who gonna look at it like, look, this is hip hop, bro. Spit that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because
it ain't finna be no, as much as we might not like a nigga to spit, whatever it is, whether it's hot or not, that don't take away from him when you say, okay, I mean, and like I said, you wouldn't tell a nigga he ain't hip hop. That ain't the move. You know what I'm saying? No, exactly. What I'm just saying is stating the obvious that it's a difference when you talking about what people look at as customary hip hop.
I see exactly where you're coming from.
Hip hop, they motherfuckers. Why you think it's a topic in the first place?
No, I see exactly where you're coming from. I'm not against that.
In the first place, you got to look at it for what it is.
I'm not against what you're saying. I'm with the fact that it's under the umbrella.
Hip hop.
Who? Oh, Machine
Gun Kelly, hip hop.
Machine Gun Kelly. Okay, look, I came from the 80s and 90s with rap. Now, what Fingers is trying to say is, now I know what Corey was saying.
Kelly, hip hop.
To him, he's hip hop.
It's taking me a long time.
To him, he's okay. I'm gonna sound like a hater. I'm gonna sound like a hater now. I'm gonna sound like a hater now.
To say it, bro.
I'm gonna sound like a hater because he's not hip hop.
Fucking dude.
You know why he's not hip hop? You know why he's not hip hop?
I'm just asking. Is this a yes or a no?
No.
Yeah.
You know why he's not hip hop to me? You know why he's not hip hop to me?
You heard MGK? Did you hear MGK come out on a rap album or a rap album?
I heard MGK.
Hip hop.
No, I'm saying no, not to me, because
hold on,
no.
Let's make this a dialogue, my brother. You said earlier that this boy Kid Rock, your defense or your devil's advocate was that he grew up on Run DMC. So you edged it, saying that he could be considered a hip hop.
To him, I said.
To who?
To Kid Rock. To him.
To Kid Rock?
Now see.
So you don't consider Kid Rock hip hop?
No. Because see, what Fingers is getting at is, from the era we came up on, we were trained to think that this is hip hop and this isn't.
But because of how things are now, you got to understand, yes, everything's under the umbrella. It's all under the umbrella of hip hop. Everything they're doing, you can't take it from that.
That's why I said that hip hop is not a thing in a sense where it governs this shit. Just like niggas use the word term God. God is a man-made term. It's not fucking what God is. So hip hop is a man-made term. It's not what hip hop is. Like it don't. It's the evolution of that. It's like at one point, motherfucker said that God was this specific. Now you got a whole plethora of motherfuckers who got all type of beliefs in what God is. They don't make them wrong.
I feel you on that because I'm not religious, but hip hop is my God. So I apologize. I apologize if I'm flexing my religion.
So to your point, you're not religious, but hip hop is your God. Now to another motherfucker there, look at you like that's blasphemy. How could you compare the Almighty Jesus Christ to hip hop and then da 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 da? It's the same concept. It's like you can't box nobody in the
but see,
based on a presentation. Because the only thing fingers is saying is, oh, it's based on a presentation, how I was introduced to it. But that was how you was introduced to it. And then it got named that. But like I said, what was the name of the style of expression in the 1920s when dude was MCing doing the same shit? What was the name of that then? It probably wasn't hip hop, but you can't say right now, I couldn't identify that as hip hop.
It's a good point, bro. It's a good point.
Hey, I definitely feel Kid Rock is hip hop. I'm not sure who said he wasn't or whatnot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
That's what I said. Me too.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Because I feel he switched his gears.
Rock and roll is our shit too.
Rock and roll is our shit. You damn right. Rock and roll is our shit. Rock and roll is definitely our shit.
Right. I feel that too, but that's just a difference. You know what I'm saying? It is, but it's a difference. That's all I'm saying. We call it rock and roll for a reason. We call it's a difference.
But hey, fingers, I don't even say like Kid Rock is fucking hip hop because of the rock and roll factor. I'm saying it just because he rap. Like Kid Rock got actual hip hop songs where he's just rapping with no guitar. He got actual freestyles where he's freestyling. He's more of a rapper. Like no disrespect to like anybody that do like any certain type of music or whatever, but he's more rapper than a lot of the rappers that's rapping today.
Hey, pause though. I'm with you. But notice in the beginning of this shit, bro, I said that's the difference. Rappers, the rapping and hip hop, bro, it's a difference. It is a difference. Every word coming out your mouth you just said is rappers. He's a rapper. He can rap. I'm not saying he can rap, but the question I'm posing is he hip hop? Anybody can rap, but does you rapping make you a hip hopper? Is that what it is?
Yes, because I look at rap as a part of hip hop.
So if Frank Sinatra, wait a minute. So if Frank Sinatra, we all know who that is, bro. If somebody like Frank Sinatra, just was like
start freestyling and bust out at 16. Yes, he's rapping. He's a part of hip hop. He's hip hop. Like I feel
Things
like
I want, please.
I don't know, bro. Please. I just think I guess
let's get a hologram going.
I think I'm thinking too much on it or something, bro. Because the shit just like
hip hop.
The Jabberwockies? Hell yeah!
Absolutely.
Hell yeah!
They don't do
that's it, right? But that should let you know. That's more to my point. I would think. That's to let you know. It ain't about that he's a you know what I'm saying? It ain't about who he is or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about that. It's about what you do. It's how you do it too. You know what I'm saying?
You know the thing is, I feel like calling like Frank Sinatra an OG.
You wouldn't call motherfucking classical dance and hip hop. Cause that ain't where it came from. It's a difference. We call our shit is different. It's a difference to this shit. Not all shit is the same. And I think when you take the niggas who made hip hop, they feel like, listen, for you to take some shit that we made and say and tell us we can't originate. We the originators. We done heard that word. That shit come from hip hop. We the originators, the innovators, whatever you want to call it, or this shit called hip hop. You not finna come and say, this is what hip hop is. Yeah, we hip hop too. Even though you pay homage to us and you respect us. That's how I look at it. Even to the niggas who die hard. And I know the most niggas who started that shit, like, man, what is that? You know what I'm saying? This hip hop, these old heads that don't rap no more looking at this shit. They feel offended because they originated it. They like, how you gonna tell me what the fuck hip? You telling me I can't tell you what the fuck hip hop is, and you listening? The reason y'all niggas rapping is because of this shit called hip hop. This shit we started, and we telling you, hip hop is this: the flow of the pen, the rhythm on beat, the whatever the case may be, a certain lyricist, a certain storytelling mode, all that. Now that don't mean that somebody who speak drill can't do that. Like you got your standout niggas that do though, but the overall thing with that is emphasizing on the drill. That's why they doing it. That's why I'm telling you it's drill, because they letting you know automatically this what you finna get. It ain't finna be no this. Listen, it ain't finna be no this title this title.
Check this out though. Check this out though, gang. So let me say this: drill music, even the concept of drill. This to my point again on how it's just a title, and then we get lost in the emotion of the title. Like even drill music, you attributing it to people going out to kill a motherfucker X, Y, and Z because they took the concept of drill and put it to hold on. They took the concept of drill and they put it to the niggas who going out busting. But I could consider regulators drill music, because even though it wasn't so graphic in the description of how they was going to kill niggas, that was a number one, it was a drill song where motherfuckers was coming to get at niggas. And two, it was a song that if I would play it in the car, I would be in the mode to go drill a nigga because of how the sound made me feel. So it's the drill music it ain't catered to that, but that's just what you're attributing it to, just like you doing with hip hop. You making hip hop in a box of certain elements, and then you ostracizing everybody else that still come up in the same fucking rat race that we come up in that is hip hop, but you saying they ain't that because they ain't doing it the traditional way. That ain't fair to the game.
Bro, I'm trying to think of how motherfuckers say that shit, bro. Think of Chopped and Screwed. Think if I made Chopped and Screwed, bro. If I made Chopped and Screwed, and then some other motherfuckers come along and say, some other motherfuckers come along and say, they gonna speed it up. Fuck slowing it down. They version is speed it up. You know what I'm saying? But they still calling that shit Chopped and Screwed, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The whole purpose of the shit is Chopped and Screwed, bro. You talking about this the new Chopped and Screwed. I'm gonna look at you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I mean, even though it may be right, you may be well within your right to do it.
Look.
You know
as soon as you say that right
Hey,
there,
bro.
I
like.
But just think about it, bro. You may be well within your right.
As soon as you say out your mouth, you may be right. Your argument is dead. Your argument is dead, because if he got any rights to the game, that it's fair for him to call it that. Because what he did to do that chopped and screwed. He chopped and screwed it to slow it down. He chopped and screwed it to slow it up, to speed it up. It's still chopped and screwed.
Fingers.
Real quick. Hey, family, real quick, man. I got one of the guys on the line, man. Joe, he a part of Spit Your Shit, man. He got some exclusives and all kind of shit, man. My man calling from the joint right now, man. Contoine, you know what I'm saying? My man Antoine Mitchell, Contoine calling from the joint right now, bro. He just want to say what's up. Go ahead, bro.
What it do, famo? What it do? Shot down to the bitch, you did. Much love, y'all. Hold y'all head up, man. I'll be on soon, man.
Yes, sir.
Salute to you, King. Salute.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, hit me anytime, Joe. We're gonna be waiting for your new exclusive. I know you're gonna have something new for us when you come out. I know you got something wrote down for us.
Yeah. I'm working on my first day out. You know what I'm saying? So, hope the next one is all well, Joe. So, I'll be there. I'll let y'all Spit Your Shit. Love.
Yes, sir. Love, bro. Salute.
Salute.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So hip hop. We on hip hop. The audio better, by the way. My audio's better. Is it worse?
Yeah, but hey, listen, dog. Before I get out of here, bro, I just wanted to be known, man. It ain't no nothing.
Is this hip hop? Is this hip hop?
Absolutely. Absolutely, it is.
Pork rinds.
Look,
You already know.
like I say, but it's a difference, bro. It's the difference. So you can't go pick up no bag of motherfucker.
There's a difference, but
Bro, it's just
it's all under the same umbrella. There's a difference, but it's
you
all
hear
under
me?
the same umbrella.
Listen, I don't mean no knock. Like I say, bro, I ain't knocking nobody. I'm just saying, to me, in my opinion, I feel like it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? You can't just come say you I don't know, bro. I don't know what the fuck. I may be thinking too much into. I don't know. I just feel like I can see motherfuckers looking at it who started this shit, looking at it like, man, fuck what you talking about, nigga.
Yeah, I know. I feel you.
Niggas like I was
Because
there.
of-
You know what I'm saying?
because
There's
of-
niggas in the background like I was there, nigga. I was there.
But because of everything that's happened since then, I have to sit back and say,
nigga, we paid dues.
It's all under the same umbrella. I have to take off my hat and say it's all under the same umbrella.
Hey, I was just listen. One more thing. Listen, if you came up, bro, writing your ass off, right? Think life was different then. You came up writing your ass off. Listen, you know how it was. At least I know remember how it was.
Yeah.
Garbage. When a nigga was garbage or a nigga was on your level.
Yes.
Now imagine these niggas before us with that pen. You know what I'm saying? Writing however you want to call it, storytelling, all type of shit. The motherfucker Ice Teas, all the motherfuckers who was doing all type of shit back then.
Yeah.
Imagine them, bro. Hearing a motherfucker talking about he finna say some shit next to him, and the nigga get to repeating shit over and over. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine how it would have went. I think we know it would have been. It's a difference. The game done evolved, but because it hasn't, even though it evolved, it feels like it's the weirdest shit in the world, bro. It evolved but went backwards. You know what I'm saying? Even though it evolved.
I agree. I agree with that.
I agree with that.
I got a lot out of
It's the
that.
weirdest shit in the world.
I got a lot out of that. What you just
It's
said.
weird.
It happened like that too. If you had to put it into words, goddammit, some shit to evolve but go backwards. I got a lot out of that.
It's crazy, bro.
Yep.
And that's how I feel about that shit, bro.
That's exactly right.
But I'm gonna get up out of here, bro. I salute
Man,
you,
to
gentlemen, man.
this point, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. It's love, nigga. You know, it's much love, family. I'm gonna say this to the point of evolution and evolution backwards, right? That's in the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying? Because it's people that still rap now, and I want to talk about the mainstream and what the machine, quote unquote, put in front of our eyes to see. You see what I'm saying? I want to talk on that level. I mean, I want to just say, man, it's good music out here right now that hit all these topics that we're talking about. That right now that people create, man. You search for that, you're gonna find that, like Trip was saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. The machine has changed, just like in basketball, right? In basketball, it used to be a post game, a center game. Now it's a 3-point game. You know what I'm saying? And people who follow basketball, it's a shooting game, point guard game, shooting game now. And that's the argument in basketball. Like, damn, well, they shooting the three all the time. But goddamn, they ain't going to post. It ain't that no more. I get it, but that don't change.
Hey, not to cut you off, Corn, but I gotta hit you there. That's my point. It evolved. It evolved from that, bro. But it added. The game added everything on all levels. More play calling, better, more rules, more ways to play, more everything. That's why I say this shit evolved and went backwards. It ain't coming with more woo woo woo. How many times you done said this shit the same or niggas doing the same thing? You know what I'm saying? Over and over. This shit sound repetitive. We all done said that before. Even if we don't want to say it, we all done listened to the radio like, what the fuck is this shit? Every fucking 5 minutes, bro. That's just reality. So it had it evolved in a way that, like, damn, look at how this shit done went. Look what the music done went. But look, what it ain't nothing like nothing's added. What's added? Tell me what's added to the flow.
Okay, I'm finna explain that. What's added? Because that's a great question. Perception is reality, right? So let's talk about what's added to hip hop. Man, in the beginning of hip hop, the artists, for whatever they talking about or whatever they doing, people weren't getting paid the way they getting paid now. People
not at all.
weren't being heard. Listen. No. Hear me. People not getting heard on the level that they getting heard now. The hip hop is the biggest influential genre of music ever.
So when you say the evolution for a person like me and seeing the evolution,
Talk,
it moved
talk,
forward. It
talk.
moved forward, is moving forward now. What the machine choose to present to us is the de-evolution of the real art. I get that. But just hip hop as a music genre
All
is
facts you said
is
right now,
all
bro.
the way
All facts
all
right
the
there.
way
What you just
forward,
said.
all the way where it needs to be. Now, it's our responsibility to continue these conversations. So when your kid or whoever kid look at this, they're gonna be like, oh, I feel where they coming from, and start the research and start their creative juices and going back like, oh, is this. The problem now is the machine that put something in our face that got us having this conversation right now. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? All you hear on the radio, you right. All you hear on the radio is drill music and all this type of stuff. All you see on TV, man, especially amongst blacks and brown people, bro, all you see is some old just derogatory shit. You feel me? That's a bigger subject we talking about. You know what I'm saying? The art of hip hop, the art of music is still that the way it was, and even better than it was back then. It's to the point to where they stopped at a point to where they was pushing the common sense. They was pushing the Lauryn Hill. They was pushing them, and they was on TV and radio as much as the gangster stuff. They stopped that. So now it is skew people's perspective of what hip hop is opposed to it being all right, let's do the research, let's stay true to the form, let's create platforms like Spit Your Shit, let's do all this shit. That's what caused me to say what I said prior to me hanging up the first time. It's my
Hey,
responsibility.
hey, Corn. You got Quavo writing for Jay-Z, bro.
Facts. Facts. Come
Come on,
on, man.
man. You got
It's the
Quavo
machine.
writing for Jay-Z. That's
It's the
right.
machine.
That's just a good business move. It's just a good business move. It's a
Facts.
good business move. It
It
ain't
was
the
a good,
fact that it's
but the business is music.
facts. It is.
So the music is what we were selling. So it had to be, even though it was a business move, it was still, I know what music or sound is gonna sell. I'm still using my creativity. I didn't pick no random fucking song. I picked the song that I knew was gonna go crazy.
That's facts.
Big
I
facts.
So it's
agree.
like, so
So
when we
man,
talk about the evolution, that's your evolution right there. When you got a classic nigga willing to open the door and say, this young nigga is evolution of music. And if I wanna, that's just like to your point earlier, Fingers, if you go to work, G, and you got a nigga that's been lifting weights all day because his job requires him to move 1 million boxes a day, and then you got a young nigga who comes in there and creates a goddamn his own handmade conveyor belt and make it easier. The other nigga, he hating because he going to work out every fucking day to do this job. And that young
I
nigga
agree.
lazy as hell, he ain't have to do that.
I
You
agree.
can't be mad at the nigga who evolved the shit to make it easier. Like
I
that's
agree.
what it is.
My thing is,
that's
it
what
ain't a mad thing. It ain't a mad thing. That's why I say I'm with the evolution. It ain't a knock on if it's evolution. I agree with that. I agree that it's evolution. My thing is, what I'm saying is, like I said in the beginning, I feel like the shit is just you want to see the shock value is gone. The shock value is gone, bro. That shit is like it's a different ball game now, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that they done did it so much, it done imprinted. That's what happened to the shock value. That shit done imprinted in it, and it's nothing now. You know what I'm saying? Everything on every level back then was you had to be censored. You had to everything. So the desensitizing type shit that's going on, that shit is tight. It's some real shit. So what I'm saying is, yes, the evolution has happened. I agree the evolution has happened, but evolution to what? What is the evolution to features with Jay? Okay, cool. Once it's in, that sounds, even though it's a smart business move, it's still a backwards move in itself. Not backwards in the sense of it's a bad move, but still the big homie reverting back to the youngin. Like, hey, woo woo. And that don't mean that's a bad thing. That don't mean that's a bad thing. But in the looking at it in sight value, sight view, it's the fact of the matter. The big homie is going to whatever is paying homage or looking out for him or however you want to call it. It's the big homie going back to the young age because that's what it is. Why the fuck with the younger one? He run to Jay. Jay ain't lit right now. Even though he that man, he not lit. He not. Why run to Jay other than the fact that that's a nigga, my idol. That's a nigga I would love to get on the track. That's the big
Listen,
homie. Not
no,
because he
the song
fire
came.
and burning up the
Song
airways
came
right
out.
now,
The song
bro.
Quavo had put the song out already, gang. Jay-Z's heard the song and said, "I need that song for my
I
shit to
bet he
come out."
did. I
Right.
bet.
Right, because at the end of the day, he knew that the only way that he's gonna, again, you got to go with the movement. It's
Right.
shorties out here who got hot fucking music, who not a part of the machine, that haven't been affected by the
Big
machine when it
facts.
affects the creativity. So those are the people that the Jay-Z's who understand that the evolution. Jay-Z is a student of the game. I don't think Jay-Z would have made that mistake to go get, or not, well, made that decision to go get Quavo if he didn't know that Quavo is the evolution of him. You know
I
what I'm
agree with
saying?
you. I'm
Like,
not knocking none of that. That's not, you know what I'm saying? That ain't my argument. I'm not knocking none of that. I agree with you. He saw the evolution, whatever you want to call it. The talent was there. He seen the shit. Smart man, smart business move, all that. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is,
but most people will call him a mumble rapper and not hip hop.
right? They would. They
So,
would.
but that's what
But
I'm saying. But
so my point being
but
is,
is he hip hop?
my point is, do you think that was more of a to make Jay look good or to make Quavo look good? I know you're gonna say both of them.
It was a, you know, I don't know Jay-Z personally, but I could attest almost, I could bet my bottom dollar that Jay-Z don't make no moves unless it's a mutual benefit.
Right, and it's a mutual benefit because he fucking with the young boy hot artist that ain't a hip hop artist that's in the era
And he
of,
trying
like
to
I'm
bridge
saying,
that gap,
that
bro. He
huh?
trying to
He
bridge
bridged
I
that gap.
agree.
Yeah.
Listen, that's the point that I'm making. That's the point. He bridging the gap. I agree to all that. He agree. He bridging the gap and he doing all that. But the point that I'm making is he know that that's a smart business move. Jay-Z, even though he the greatest or whatever you want to call him, he's making a he's you know he's. It's not the fact that it's hip hop. Quavo, this nigga who hip hop. It's the fact that this nigga is the hottest thing in his generation. However you want to look at it. He's
Brother.
with the end time
Hey,
now.
King
He
Fingers,
he
King
is
Fingers,
a
King Fingers.
elite nigga in the generation that's popping right
I
now.
gotta
What
say,
would Jay-Z
King
look like going to
Fingers.
do another song with a nigga from his generation or
You
doing a
talk about
song with a nigga who not hot? It don't make sense. Of course, I get it. It's a good business move, and you said it ain't hip hop. That's my point. He only fucking with him not because he hip hop. He
keep it in the
fucking with
buck
him
though,
because
gang.
it's a business move, and he hot and he fire. He making
Well,
hot music.
let me ask you this. Since we talking about it, you just talk about what is hip hop, bro. Hip hop originally was business because it was a way for us to express ourselves and get ourselves out of our
Do
situation.
the music or the business come first?
Do the music or
Do
the
the
business
music or the business come first?
The music come first.
Right. The business secondary, even though it ain't secondary. You know, I know it ain't
Right. So
secondary, but I'm
even in
saying.
that Jay-Z situation, if it wasn't for the music, he wouldn't have made the business transaction. The music
Right.
came first.
Right. That's
So
all I'm saying.
it's no different.
That's all I'm saying.
But the reason why the reason why hip hop was even a bud to start with was because it was our way to represent ourselves and get ourselves out there. That's
I
a
agree.
business move. Period. Your relationship is a business move. When you get with a bitch, that's a business move. It ain't
I agree,
love.
but
Love
I
is
think
business.
me and you know that shit like most business ventures. It started out as how some motherfucking enjoyed to do. You was the best at it, good at it, and the smart the kings we you know what I'm saying, made an opportunity out of it, like, as we should. You know what I'm saying? Like any other thing we put our hands on. I agree with all of that.
Just like Facebook. Facebook was originally a college fucking networking group. It evolved into what it is now, and it's still considered networking. The umbrella don't change. So the umbrella of hip hop don't change because this nigga only rapping. It don't change because this nigga only beatboxing. It don't change because this nigga got 3 of the elements and he don't got the other element.
Right, I agree with that.
Because he
But
got
you gotta,
one and that nigga that got the 4.
I get you. I get your point. I
Hey,
get your
Phrum.
point. That was
100%
a
agree.
valid point. I get
100% agree.
what you're saying.
Man, and the evolution of it is Kendrick Lamar winning the Poet Laureate. The evolution of it is recently Tupac and Biggie getting into a rock and roll Hall of Fame through hip hop, bro. Like, man, people starting to recognize it on a different level now than they did before. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point that I think a lot of people miss. You know what I'm saying? It's because the eyes on it on a level that the eyes is on it, whether you talking drill or whatever, it's starting to get the recognition it's supposed to get nowadays. Man, the art form side of it. You know what I'm saying? Man, people, Jay-Z rescoped the whole business because people took our art and talent and they was making money and we wasn't. That's crazy. So hell yeah, we got to make this paper from it because it's ours. Let us make this paper. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna make the paper from it, why can't I? And that's the change in hip hop right now. It's starting to be more independent. It's easier for you to put out something yourself before you have to deal with the machine to make bread. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm with y'all. If y'all, I know that's what y'all trying to do. I'm with it. I don't want this to be like I ain't with it. I'm with all that. I just was like, man, I just think how that shit is, bro. This when
No,
you put it,
this is Jump Fingers Day.
and for real though, man, when you put it like that though, how you just said it though, man, how you just when you point out the individual, if he got three of the characteristics, one of them, I get it when you looking at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to look at flow, rhythm, all that. That's why that's easy to look at when you looking at it like that. Because
Right.
can a nigga flow? Can a nigga rap? You know what I'm saying? I kind of just thinking too hard on the point as the originators who started the shit, the old heads, the niggas who say they, you know what I'm saying, or where the shit was based from. Where does hip hop come from? You know what I'm saying? Where it started at. Those niggas, I try to get the point. I try to get how they would view it, how they look at it, why they would say, oh man, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker ain't talking about nothing or woo out the band. And
Hey,
don't get it twisted.
listen.
I'm not for every nigga to say they
King,
not with
I
it.
seen
That
this.
nigga ain't talking about nothing, bro.
I
You know
know
what I'm
you
saying?
probably seen it too. I seen some of the big homies get mad at some of the shorties because they stature was bigger than theirs. Like a shorty grow up and he got his genetics make him 6'5", 250 pounds, and he on the block knocking niggas out. Where the old nigga who put work in the game, he thinking he should be violated. But Shorty is the violator now because of his stature. Now he not the big homie won't give Shorty no aid and assist because he feeling love. Is that hip hop? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, it's one of them situations. It's like you got.
It really is though.
We gotta respect the evolution of shit. It's like when the new niggas come, we gotta make way. I can't be on the block with my shorties thugging it out with them no more. You feel me? That's their shit. Just like when we came, it was our shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way this shit go. And then if we want to get back out there and go sell work with Shorty and them, we gotta play their game because it's theirs now.
That's what Gilly was talking about. That's what Gilly the King was talking about on his podcast about making a way for the youth. So many of the old heads kind of shutting them out, and really you supposed to embrace them, bro. And you gonna get that respect. You gonna get more respect for that. We not embracing the shorties and embracing their way. We kind of shunning them like y'all fool because y'all ain't respecting this, and this, which ain't the case. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna embrace it the way it is and keep it moving from there and watch the evolution grow the way it's supposed to grow and play my part. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna play my part.
Yeah, I was saying the
Speaking
same
of,
thing though. You know what I'm saying? When he was talking about, he was talking about how a lot of motherfuckers wasn't fucking with the South and shit, you know, and they go to New York and they wouldn't hear nothing played in the South. You know what I'm saying? He said Jay-Z was the only motherfucker that hit him and was like, don't feel bad about it because they from New York and they did us the same way. You know, the old heads, you know what I'm saying, did the same thing to a motherfucker. Like they didn't want to hear that shit. They felt like this shit wasn't hip hop what we was doing, and you know what I'm saying. I just kind of felt I kind of felt T.I. Angle and I felt Jay-Z though, just to pick up on what y'all was speaking on though, man. I was doing something.
and just to stay off of what Corin was saying, that's another reason why I started doing Spit Show shit. That's another reason why I shared Y2 Dre shit the other day. I'm not a huge fan of all the trap, but if it's dope and I know what's dope when I hear it's dope, I'm gonna share that shit. I'm gonna hype that up. I'm gonna say, is y'all listening? I don't give a damn if you 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? If you got skills and you doing it like, ooh, I know where you're gonna be in about 10 years, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? You could tell You could tell if a motherfucker's pen is nice, if they're thinking about what they doing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna bow out, bro. I'm gonna say the new school hip hop, bro. Some shit like that. I'm gonna just say that. It's the new school. I'm for real. I mean, yeah, because that branch shit getting to me now. It's a different branch. You know what I'm saying? It's a different part, a different branch. I mean, it's all on the same umbrella, different branch. I get it. I can see it. It's just like, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I
Hey,
bow.
Fingers, you inspired me. You like I've been watching battle rap for I don't know how long, right? And I never wanted to get into the battle rap shit, right? So when I came and spit your shit and I seen how y'all was getting down, I'm like, I could do this shit, right? And that's not like to say that you make it look easy or that it's hard or nothing like that. It's just like it's one of those situations where it's like you get the spark of light at your walk or at your path in life. You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? And then that spark just happened to come from running across you in this situation. So it's like even with you, like you said that you ain't been battling in a long time. But now you came in to spit your shit, and it's like it helped you to build your shit back up and get back on the path. And now when you get back in the ring, you ain't doing your battle like, and and this is a prime example. This is the trip point. Trip, when you finally watch this shit, I know it took us a long time to get around to your point, but I got it, G. It's spit your shit. So let's talk about spit your shit. Edmund. Edmund fucking Rich Kid. Grand time battle rapper. He rapped like the niggas rapped in the grind time era. The new niggas, he don't think that those new niggas are qualified because they don't got X, Y, and Z element
Big
under their
facts.
belt. This was the same argument that he had about you because he thought that you wasn't worthy of being considered a battle rapper because you didn't have no footage. That's just one element of battle rap that you was missing, even though you was slaying shit in every other element.
Big facts.
So this is the argument.
That's
It's
a
like
great
you
motherfucking
and you
point.
was the recipient at one point of the shit.
That's a great point.
So it's like, hey, you the nigga, like, oh, hold on, how the fuck you gonna look down on me when I do this, do this? That's the same way shorties would look at you if they hear you talking like you talk right now. It's not fair because you know that, nigga, I come from this. Fuck what you talking about. You feel me? And then that's where the aggression come in at to Corn point. Nigga, this a bravado sport. You stepping on my toes, nigga. These fresh G Fazos, nigga. Don't play with me. I'm about this. Matter of fact, how you want to do it?
Yep. And look, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna expand on this. And the difference between even both of y'all with battle rap, right? And things I done told you this before. You bring something different than what niggas been hearing and what niggas accustomed to in battle rap, bro. The way you put shit together is different. We done talked about that a lot of times. And because it's so different, I feel like people shouldn't shun you or not give you a chance because you battling different because you don't sound like every other battle rapper, bro. Sonny don't either. A motherfucker should give you the opportunity to really hear you. And that goes for the music and hip hop as well, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't what it was before. Don't make it less than what it was before. You get what I'm saying? Bro, a motherfucker gotta respect the art and respect the evolution and change in it, bro.
I'm with you, bro. Like I said, I'm not knocking nobody, bro. I'm with you. I respect it. Like I said, I don't want to get it misconstrued or want nobody to get me misconstrued. I fuck with all type of music, bro, on all sides. Let's not get it twisted. That's all I want to keep stretching.
Like
And
I said from
you know what I'm
everybody,
saying?
I feel everybody's point, everybody's side. I see what's going on. All I'm saying is what's dope, what's not. Opinion, like Corin said, it's opinion, this, and that. But shit, you was just saying something I was gonna touch. Oh, battle rapping. Man, that's a whole nother animal right there. Cause back in the day when it was the face-to-face, toe-to-toe, blah, 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 freestyling, now it's a whole nother element of writing and thinking, and it's not about really the beat and rhythm. And once I separated that, because I've been watching battle rap since it started back in shit, I've been watching, but I don't watch it like I know this person, that person, this person. But I mean, I remember cats like Dumbfounded and shit like that, and some dude named Dirtbag Dan and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Back then and then previous, and then the East Coast battles and shit like that. But my thing is, I gotta take my hat off to any of y'all motherfuckers who sit back and memorize 3 or 4 fucking pages. Because like I said in my podcast, the number one thing about battle rap, they judge you on everything. And I would be, me personally, I would be a choke artist. I ain't even lying. I would be a choke artist because I can't memorize shit like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? And especially when the crowd stops you, you gotta pick that shit up right back. Man, that's a motherfucking skill all in its own. I can't do that shit. And battle rap is hip hop. It definitely is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's a sport.
Facts. Big facts.
It's a sport in hip hop, which I definitely realized. Someone told me that before, so I'm not going to take credit for that. Someone told me that before, but it is definitely a sport. You know what I'm saying? Because the way y'all motherfuckers, you got to write the schemes. Okay, here's the thing about me, because y'all know I listen deep. Y'all have what's slick about y'all battle rappers. Y'all have to write in a form where the motherfuckers who ain't listening for the deep shit still go, damn, that was a hot bar. And at the same time, you put some shit in there that make you go, motherfuckers who listen for it to make them just not want to rap anymore. You know what I'm saying? I tell you what, I love your style. I love Snug's style. But the reason why I did not do the review on the battle is because of the line you said face the court, Dante, dog, when you said face the court and you named homeboy who died on the court, the basketball player Dante, I turned the shit off and I spun in my chair about a few times. I couldn't believe you said that shit.
Hey, I respect that shit though, because that was a deep bar to me. You know what I'm saying?
Dog, when you said,
that was a deep bar to me.
I got 4 pages.
Shit, you the first person I heard literally tell me that shit, real shit. No cap.
Hey, that shit was hard. That shit was hard.
A lot of people don't know about Danye, man.
When you done, yes, you said done.
He died playing basketball on the court. Yo, that shit was hard.
When you said that shit,
NBA, right? NBA, right?
Yes. I wasn't gonna do the review anymore because
that shit was hard. I just popped back up like that. I'm cooking this shit, but I'm still in the classroom. You know, so I'm still in the home.
That shit was so hard. That shit was so hard, man. But yeah, on the real though, I mean, I haven't seen too much of people really going at like, you know, you suck and this, and if I have, my bad for not seeing it. My bad if anybody feels any type of way, if they think I'm some kind of hip hop police and I can say what's dope and what's not, because honestly, it's just my opinion anyway. You can listen to me, or you can tell me to fuck off. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? But like you were saying earlier, Fingers, the era of where we came from and what they told us, and it's like, okay, well, this is this and that's that, and this is freestyling, that's not freestyling, and this is this blah 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 blah, and then and it got put in our heads, okay, this is that, blah 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 blah. So
yeah, it did. Like that shit definitely did happen, man. All that happened to where
you know, so
you know,
it was
people
definitely
had their opinions.
It was definitely put in our head. But see, here's what I gotta say. I gotta thank Spit Your Shit for one thing, because I was a hater like a motherfucker. I was one of them cats like, I was hard on him. You know what I'm saying? What Spit Your Shit did for me is I had to sit back and go, damn, that motherfucker dope. Damn, that motherfucker dope. Damn, that motherfucker. So honestly, tell you the truth, is y'all listening in the beginning? I was saying the shit to myself. Because I was like, are you hearing what these motherfuckers is saying? Is you listening? And I was thinking, I was like, you know what? The page needs this. Because I was yelling at myself. So I was like, the page needs this. Is y'all listening? Because then I start realizing, oh, this motherfucker dope, this motherfucker dope. And then genres that I wouldn't listen to, you know what I'm saying, started coming to light like, yo, this motherfucker dope. That one. And then, because I know if it's hip hop, and I know when I was a kid, I used to listen to NWA. You know what I'm saying? I know all the NWA rhymes and this and that, and they were hip hop to me. Did I listen to Compton's Most Wanted? No, because to me, they weren't hip hop. They were more gangster rap. Like they didn't care about, you know, saying something to you that made you go, damn, that was dope. They just cared about scaring your ass and telling you to stay out of their motherfucking hood. So I was like, well, I don't, I want to hear something that's going to make me go, damn, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that was a lot of, like I say, man, back then there was a lot of shit. A lot of people thought a lot of different things, bro, about the wordplay, how they delivered it, the whole night, and that's where it come from. So I'm gonna say this though. I do look at shit a little different. You know what I'm saying? How you maybe I did say that shit wrong. It is preferences. It is you got you know what I'm saying. You respect it. I don't never want to make it seem like I don't respect it. But I do see now like yeah that shit that the shit is I still think it's a difference, but you know, you do got. I can see how you got to respect it being under the umbrella of hip hop. I do. I see
Well,
that shit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
had to learn.
I was looking at it like I was looking at that shit like it was you know, because how they structured it, like you say, from like in the beginning of the shit, like I say with the different things that they was looking for. But I'm gonna end on that note, man. I got to get up out of here, y'all, dojo. But y'all already know what it is, man.
Yeah,
Salute to the
yeah.
group, and man, I appreciate that shit though. Even the dialogue we done had on him, man. This was some real shit.
You
So
know,
I
it's
appreciate it. But listen, tune in for that battle tomorrow. Fingers versus K Venom. Let's get
oh
it,
shit.
man. Tune
Y'all
in when
know
it's hitching, man. For
y'all
real.
know what's
Salute.
happening tonight? Salute.
I will be in the building.
Y'all know what's happening tonight? That
What's up,
motherfucking
Queen Quan? Damn.
that
What's going on? What's going on?
E40 and Too Short versus is supposed to be going on.
No,
You
it's
know?
on right now. I actually left it in the inbox for y'all.
A
I
word?
left a
Okay.
message in the incoming messages for y'all to let y'all know it was on already. I got so far it's Too Short 3-1.
Hey, is that why you over here doing this?
Oh yeah, hey, they going crazy. They going crazy. I ain't know y'all could. I thought I was out the camera.
Man.
Hey, but nah, hey, I agree with everybody was saying about every topic that you guys brought up in this whole conversation as a whole. Everybody's gonna have their own personal preference and how they look at things, which is fine because we all have different backgrounds, come from different places, and listen to things differently. Salute to Ed Brooks, salute to salute to Fingers and everybody else. Hopefully, Fingers don't get killed tomorrow. Fucking around with K Venom. You heard me, Fingers?
Fingers is out, man. He'll watch
Are
this
you
later,
out
I'm
already?
sure. Yeah, he's
Oh,
gone
bet, bet,
already.
bet, bet, bet.
Well, all right, y'all. Then, well, this has been a good talk. My dogs is barking at me, so I don't know if anybody fed them out there yet. Hopefully, they did.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.
Very good topic, man. Very good conversation, man.
But I tell you,
I was chilling in the back listening to a lot of this shit, man. I'm busy cooking and shit. I gotta get it right for that.
I tell you on the
Right,
real
you
though.
know what I'm saying?
I tell you on the real one thing. In a
Put you all on the camera.
whole of this topic, I
What you want
don't
me to
feel
do with
I'm
it?
qualified to be talking about this whole topic. You know what I'm saying?
I no
I
need.
really don't.
What you
I
get?
don't feel I'm fully qualified to do that. You know what I'm saying? I got
No,
but
this is everybody's opinion. You know what I'm saying? Just by
Large
some
combination.
people have
No yeah,
uh.
large combination. No
Hold on. Let me mute Reese.
large combination.
yeah, we hear you, Reese.
A lot of people. I just muted them.
Oh, no,
A
we
lot
got
of
you. We
a
got
lot
you.
of. I forgot what the hell I was going to say,
We talking about
man.
there's
But
a large combination.
right, he ordering food and shit. I'm home cooking and shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get it right for baby. She walking around here hungry and shit. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
ordering shit.
yeah.
Uh,
My bad, bro.
no, it's all good.
It's
But
all good.
but overall, man, like I was saying, I think it was a good topic, man. We had a very productive debate. I think you know what I'm saying. I think it was very good, man. So
I think it was good. I heard something I said earlier, came back around and said again that I didn't say, but I did say it earlier. So I was like, okay, there it is. So but all in all, it is definitely all under one umbrella. But there are some people who just say, oh, I can rap. Anybody can rap. I can make a rap. Listen to this rap. And then there's other people that say, no, I'm an artist. I take my time and I make songs. I make meaning to what I do. And if you listen close, you hear there's people who pride themselves in their entendres and being able to do things with their pen, just like artists pride themselves to paint certain ways. You know what I'm saying?
no, it's definitely people do it just for hobby. Some, you know what I'm saying, it's a business for some people. You know what I'm saying, it's a way of survival. Some people is
and then at the same
it's just a hobby for some people. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, and
it's
at the
just
same
all
time,
about what angle you coming at this shit from. You know what I'm saying, and how you want to.
And when you put it in the hands of
shit.
when you put it in the hands of the fan, then it switches because then there's perspective, and perspective is reality. You know what I'm saying? So the artist can feel like, yo, I put my all into this, and that. And then the fan can be like, I like those stick figures over there. They make me happy. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't be mad at the fact that this dude is making the sales. Now, see, this is where the old heads and stuff is getting mad and talking their shit and all this shit. Because the fans are like, well, I want these stick figures. You know what I'm saying? And the fan and the artists are like, but I just drew this mountain and the sun and all this stuff. And you don't give a shit? Well, fuck you and that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Now that is wrong. That is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Now, besides me being a part of a whole bunch of other rap groups, besides Spit Your Shit and whatnot, I see a lot of fuckery. And I know you do too, because you're a part of a lot of groups too. I see a lot of fuckery and a lot of shit talk on old heads and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my
but at the end of the day, that shit is all about preference. That's what, you know what I'm saying. That's what it all comes down to, man. That's pretty much what so we're gonna wrap this shit up as, you know what I'm saying. Before we get up out of here, we're gonna wrap that shit up as, you know what I'm saying. All this shit boils down to preference, you know what I'm saying. No matter where it started at to where it is now, it's all about a matter of preference, man. What you like, what you enjoy, man. Search for that shit, support it. You definitely probably gonna find that shit and Spit Your Shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep moving like that. We're gonna keep highlighting all this shit. We're gonna keep having dope debates like this, man, in the homeroom. So y'all stay tuned. We about to get up out of here. My co-host is gone already. Corn, y'all, you know, get up with him. Send him a request or whatever. Follow him. You know, he ain't here to give y'all all his information. That's for anybody else in the group too, man. You know what I'm saying? Send them friend requests. Get in tune with the group, man. Spit Your Shit University, man. I'm your boy Trey Ball, aka Spit. We're gonna get up out of here, man. One thing we never gonna do, man, is try to break up this hip hop thing, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't separate the branches, or we can't destroy the bridge that connects all of this shit and ultimately creates outlets for us all. You know what I'm saying? To do what we are able to do, and you can't spell us without the you. So with that said, man, we out of here. Salute. Next time in the home, baby. Y'all be smooth.
All right, peace.
Peace, bud.